that thing.
Oh.
You know that thing.
I don't know that
I
thing.
want to talk to you about that thing.
Oh, okay.
Talking about that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here before we talk about that thing.
The one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell them I want to see them.
I don't.
We'll talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, good. This is something private.
What's cold calling?
There's nothing private on this show, Ramon. You know that.
Cold calling? Well, in sales, it used to be just calling.
Many successful businesses ventures start with a cold call. If your company is experiencing considerable difficulties in getting new clients, we can help.
Yeah, I used to cold call all the time. That was why I made my living in college.
We have a deep understanding of how business work and significance of taking care of planned B2C and B2B cold calling telemarketing effort. We have a deep understanding of how business works and significance of dealing with an arranged. That's the same fucking paragraph. Anyway.
You know, I was tough on the phone. Let me tell you, man. Even people in the room thought I'd call up, you know, I'm selling everything, and somebody'd say, I'm not interested. Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
Right, yeah, you don't even know what I'm offering, lady.
Yeah, just wait till I say something, okay?
I'd be like, it don't matter. Fuck you. Don't call me again.
Good. You know, and that's good. Don't waste my time.
As soon as you pipe up me like that, fuck you.
Nah.
Listen, you're wasting my time.
Now, a guy if I got
I would
somebody
say
like,
go fuck yourself.
That's for an older woman. But if it's a guy like you answer, I'd say something like, hey, didn't get you off the wife, did I? You know. Real funny stuff.
Oh yeah.
Play the card.
That's the key to any type of sales is
yeah.
making the other person comfortable,
right?
And feeling that an established relationship's already there.
Hey, we got somebody named Robot Testicles in chat today.
Robot Testicles.
That is a new one.
Orchitis.
15.
Eric's hiding behind his laptop. He's scared.
Can you not
that's
see
all
me?
right. Nobody minds.
Why don't you keep it like closed until you need it?
Because I am needing it. How about that?
Well, how about that?
Maybe Armand does need to sit in the middle because he doesn't have a laptop.
It's not going to matter either which way.
Oh.
Why?
It's gonna take up that much in front
Didn't
of you.
fucking matter last week.
It did matter last week. You look like a piece of shit. Everybody tell Eric you look like
you
a piece
look
of shit.
like a piece of shit.
You look like a piece of shit.
What do we got here? Robot fucking testicles, huh? I like that.
Must be a woman.
Armand would have Clorox wipes.
They're not mine. They're just, I don't have
Knock those off.
Gum,
there.
though. You can have that gum, Armand.
Just take your hand and go like this.
Yeah, just hit it off of there. No, come on, Armand.
You kooky bastard!
You
just
hit the fucking
camera.
This fucking guy. We sets the whole thing up for him, you know, and then he fucking fucks it with the camera.
I'll do it. This was
Son of a bitch, man. That's fucking terrible. You can't see Everett.
What do you mean? You see everything.
I mean, you can't see Armand.
I wasn't sitting down yet.
Is there a delay now with us or something?
Yeah, there is. Maybe a couple seconds.
We got a delay now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Eric, please, for the love of God, no accents today.
Oh, yes. I'll echo that one. Who was that?
Young Sinatra.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to oblige that request. Maybe if you...
Now, I don't know. What
never
Englishmen,
mind.
they don't say maybe. Now, how'd you pronounce it? Maybe?
No.
All right, how would you pronounce it?
What?
Maybe, right?
No.
They don't say a.
Who?
English people, Englishmen.
Give me a clap test and see what they say. Clap test.
Now, everybody, have you heard? If you're in the game, strokes the word. I don't know the next part.
Stroke me? Is that what it's called?
Stroke, man. That's your favorite song, ain't it, Armand?
It's not a bad song.
Hey, fucking stroke me, stroke me.
Who sings that?
Billy Squire.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you know, like, I think my favorite use of that song in a movie was Billy Madison. Or, yeah, Billy Madison. He pulls up in that fucking Firebird, black with the fucking gold bird on the hood of it.
Not one of
Come
my favorite
on,
movies.
man.
Not one
What
of my
the
favorite
fuck, Armand?
movies.
You know all these old fucking movies with these
It's not
fucking
old.
people, and you don't know fucking Billy Madison.
It's
Go
not an
fuck
old
yourself.
movie.
Clap test myself since nobody.
I already been done that. They
Yeah,
didn't.
nobody say anything.
Oh.
Hello, clap.
Gents, good to see you all again. 2 days till Brexit. Party time.
Yeah, congratulations. Excellent. Brexit.
One more time. Clap.
Did you see what Native Pride said?
We got to reboot.
We do we?
Stop the
All right, hey, we're going to stop the stream for a second. We got to reboot. We got a bad clap. We got the clap that's bad, so we're going to reboot and try to get rid of that. And more or less. What are you talking about line up media, mate? I'll have to reboot YouTube in order to find that out. Armand,
Oh wow, let's take the Jeopardy.
can
test.
you hear me?
Let's take the adult Jeopardy online test.
Let's do it then. Mate. Mate. 3 weeks of war, biological war at that. Yeah. So, was he accurate or not accurate with that?
Ooh, no. Why don't you shut up about that?
I'll shut up about Victor Sanchez, maybe. Because he's first.
Victor was first today.
Yeah, he was. See? First in my heart.
Congratulations. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. Who's that?
Benedict Arnold.
Close. George Washington.
George Washington.
Yes.
He was a jolly old mate, that George. He probably talked like this as well.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
He's
did.
American. He's not some.
He was from Britain, mate.
All right, let's try this in the chat. If you want Eric to stop the fucking accent, give me a S in the chat.
I'll vote
an
yes.
S. Just an S.
This person is Team Armand.
For stop.
All right. Who is it?
I don't know. In fact, I
There's
love
one
it. So
S.
there's one yes.
Very erudite.
There's another one.
That's what do you mean S? That's not. You can't count that. S. Fuck no. Keep the accent.
Someone's
Fuck you
in the
ever. Keep the
SS?
accent. 2. Fuck no. 3.
Or
Team accents 4. Don't stop Eric 5. Keep it going. Keep it going 6, 7.
it's pretty much 50-50.
Mate.
Oh God.
Another one for the good guys.
That's what you should have did. That would
It
have
doesn't
won.
matter. This isn't a democracy. Fuck you guys. You
Right.
don't get a vote.
That's that you would have won like that though if you'd have been like
Hey, yo.
No, I'm not doing
So
that.
whose show is this? Eric's or Everett's?
it belongs to Lineup Media.
Yeah, it's not either of
no.
our show.
Every show has
We could both be gone tomorrow and there'll be somebody else here sitting here doing this.
me.
I doubt that. You couldn't do a show, Armand. I don't think you could actually do a show.
I'm going to do
Armand.
I had some suggestions.
You couldn't hold.
No, my point is, I don't think you could do a show.
You couldn't hold a conversation in a
There's
bucket.
a lot of production that goes involved in
Oh,
being
this
doing
show?
a show. Yeah.
I could do this show without notes. I know enough. Chemical warfare? Are you kidding?
I just mean a show in general. Sorry.
Oh, well,
You have no idea how to assemble the shows.
I don't know how to turn on any of the machines. I can't do that.
Don't make me play that song again.
I've already heard it twice this week. That's plenty.
Let's make it 4.
Oh, when I'm out of the studio, by all means.
We'll wait.
God, that song.
Thanks,
It's
Victor.
horrible. It's not even. It wasn't even well written. I mean, it took him
It
2
wasn't-
hours, and it
wasn't
still
supposed
didn't
to
make
be well
sense.
written. We were trying to keep it from being completely mean. We still wanted.
Oh, yeah. Very gracious. Thank you.
And we still wanted it to be, pretty truthful. Like whenever you get off, it's over.
Well, yeah, that's
Everybody
true.
knows that's true.
One
That
time me and
isn't- that
Armand
isn't
went
true.
out, and that was
That's what you've always said. That is what you've always contended.
I stay there for 2 days. How many times do you think I can get off?
The
in 2
sex
days?
time is done.
17.
When you get off, sex time is done. Maybe there'll be another sex time.
Oh well, once I'm off, yeah, she'll be the first. to
okay.
say
So
it. I go to
there was
sleep.
not one lie in
Fall
that
asleep.
song.
He didn't say
Thursday
anything about
noon. Yeah, I totally did. That was. I can play it again if you want to
that.
hear it.
No, I don't want to hear it. That's
We
all right.
may
Yeah, it's a
need
great
it.
song. I don't want to hear it.
There you go. Thank you.
Ted from Chicago. Still vote for Armand's podcast being called The Doc in reference to being
yes,
a doctor
that's right.
and loving docking. That's right, The Doc.
That was funny.
Docking
Yeah,
time
very
with The
good.
Doc.
Yeah, I read that. That was good.
We got to get rid of our gum. I hear both of us.
Yeah.
Look at that right. I already swallowed mine.
What's
It's
that
just me
sucking?
That looks like
sound?
boobs.
What?
Watch this. Hang on.
What are you talking about?
You see what I'm talking about, Armand? Hang on.
The
Once it goes
lights,
through the
yeah.
red, once it goes through the red, it looks dead ass like titties. Watch.
I see it.
Hang on.
Saggy though, aren't they?
Well, I mean,
Everybody's a critic, man.
right.
Oh,
It's like you've seen that meme. It's like a little kid sees a pair of boobs. 60-year-old man sees a million set of tits. Same ass thing.
are you a tit
There
man?
it was. Oh, fuck. We already missed it, dude.
That's all right. I saw it.
no, right.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Hey, what are you going to do?
You're right.
What will Doc show with Armand?
Shit, we need a card. Hey, will you go get a card from Brian for me?
Yeah. Guys got to do an episode.
Calm down.
on
Every now
Kobe.
and then we ask you for a small favor. I put your headlights in, motherfucker. You can go get a card. I've did it twice. I did plenty of shit for him. You better stop your whining. Every time you get a computer issue, who do you come to?
The guy said, you guys got to figure out something about Kobe. I said, well, he did rape that girl.
I didn't figure that out. Somebody else figured that out. But
Right.
I'm not saying I disagree. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Play the Ocho Minutes. Oh, yeah. No. Docking with the Doc. God damn, that sounds so good. Docking with the Doc.
it. On the dock of the bay.
Watching Armand dock away.
Somebody was asking what it was. I think our
Eric,
Star
do
Wars,
this. Do this.
our
Why?
stalwart
We're gonna
listeners.
do a 2D version of docking.
Yeah, but you
No,
got
we're not.
You got to tell.
That's called scissoring.
Well, this is 2D, so it doesn't really matter. They can't
It's
see the depth.
scissoring, though. Docking's
Fine.
different.
What's scissoring?
No.
What the hell's the difference? What's scissoring?
Scissoring is two chicks. That,
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's
Armand.
right. Yeah.
Roll
yeah.
the
Okay.
fucking,
Yeah, I knew
play that
I knew
beautiful
that.
bean footage,
He
motherfucker.
didn't. I think my card's full.
I think I need a diagram. Can you show me a
Son
picture
of a bitch,
scissoring?
Armand.
I can't visualize it.
That is a sad day for.
Armand, I need another card. This one's full.
Hey, I love the studio. Damn, this room is nasty. You guys stepping up over there. That's true.
What's nasty?
This room, and it means that in a good way. Who is Kobe? Well, it's a cheese. It's Kobe Jack cheese.
That's Colby.
I know that was the joke. Goddamn, man,
Sorry.
fucking dense.
What about Kobayashi Maru?
Hey, get the dunce hat for Everett. He can't shut the fuck up over here. Get him the dunce hat, Armand. I know you got one in your office. Well, thank you, Adam S. Armand, a.k.a. Dr. Doc.
Who's this?
That's D.R. period
Yeah.
D.O.C.
Dr. Doc. I like
D.O.C.K.
D-O-C-K. Yeah.
Dr. Doc's
Dr.
podcast.
Doc.
Docking with Dr. Doc.
Let's Doc. Surreal Doc. Oh, fuck.
D-O-C or D-O-C-K?
You pick. Yeah, the K's in parentheses. Hey, you know what I mean?
Dr. Dick Doc.
It could be either, right? I mean, one day we could be talking about feet, and the next
Maybe
day it could
I'll-
be ducking.
Maybe I'll do a premiere show, see how it goes.
No.
Who the hell needs you guys? I don't need Tony
This
either.
could be Lineup Media's first venture into the
Yes.
erotic radio
yeah.
stations.
We don't have an LGBTQ.
You wouldn't
children.
represent that anyway.
Are you coming out?
Yeah, you
As
don't
I-
have to be one to,
Oh,
you know.
Lord.
I
You sort
sympathize.
of do. You sort of do.
No, you don't. Hey, I can. It's just like being transgender.
Ted,
I can
you do get
project
the
as
credit.
LGBT.
Hey, and if you do start docking with Dr. Doc,
Yeah.
you owe Ted from Chicago 10% finder's fee, 30%
I'll send him a
rights
shirt.
for the.
I'll send him some. I'll send him some of my clothes from the show.
Game worn?
Did you say gay porn?
Game worn. Shirt.
Oh, game worn. I thought you said gay porn. I'm like, God damn, Everett, I don't want to hear what you like. Eric. What did I do? Eric, listen to the Royals episode and Armand killed.
Wow.
Killed. No, he didn't.
Yes,
Who'd
I
you kill?
did. I said get rid of the
Oh,
damn
actually,
Royals.
well, yeah, no, but you were with your knowledge. I felt like you did do good with that.
Well, that's just one of my
That's true.
specialties.
God damn it, Eric. What did I do? What is there, mate? What in the fuck? Just dock with him as
You,
payment.
you murdered the
Armand.
Queen's English. That's what you did.
Or raise your chair. Gay porn hard. Armand. All right. Listen
Can
to
you
your
put-
brother, Eric.
Can you
Thank
put
you,
this
Obi.
up there so I can see it? I can't see these comments.
Yeah, I got you. No problem. No problem at all.
Need Ted's input. Wife wants to go to Chicago. Yes or nay? Hey man, go to Patillo's. See the bean.
I was just
Go to
there.
Trump Tower.
Murderous place in the country.
And what's the big fucking tower called? Sears Tower.
No, the
It's
Willis Tower.
Willis now, but it was the fucking Sears
It's
Tower.
not the Sears Tower.
This is what you want, Armand?
Well, I'd like to see what the gang's saying. We're family after all.
No, if it's a gang, it's La Familia.
Yeah, La Familia.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, off with his
How
head.
many of you out there in
That's like
Surreal
cool.
Talk land would believe me if I told you I spoke fluent Spanish?
Hey, why don't you get your charger off the table and run it under?
Why?
Or
What's,
you're not even using it.
it's plugged up.
I meant your laptop charger.
Oh yeah, that's a good call though.
Is a Chinese finger trap?
That's
That's a docking too?
Come on.
Yeah, but is that another
What do you do
term
with
for
that?
docking?
Ooh, that's legit. I didn't know that.
I need my soda.
Finger traps only move.
Shit.
Yeah, I
right,
know.
I'm gonna
but-
go get my
I thought it might be another term for oh, that would be.
I need
Yeah,
2 minutes. I'll be
that's
right back.
that's.
Okay.
Gotta get my soda.
I was visualizing that.
Ooh, grab me a Mountain Dew out of the fridge, will you? I have one in there. I have 2 in there actually. What are you doing there? Everett, would you like me to move? I can move.
Are you in a good mood today, Biggie?
He's in a good mood as any other day. He's in a good enough mood to tell you to go fuck yourself. God damn it, Armand. See what's happening here? Fook me.
Frank's funny, man.
Frank is hilarious.
Yeah, every time Eric uses an accent, Armand gets docked. No.
Hey, all right. Hey, now I just got to find somewhere for this, you know?
What are you doing? Charging up?
Charging up, baby. That's right. That is right, Armand.
rather bulky device, isn't it?
Right. It's called a charger. It's your standard electrical charger. What it does on one is
Mine
there's
doesn't
a
look like that.
battery in that laptop there, and it will. Put
I'm not getting
electricity into there,
stoned.
and it will store
I'm not
it,
getting
and then
docked.
The laptop uses the stored electricity to power it. I don't know if you knew that.
No. I'm just reading the comments.
What comments?
Matt was asking when I'm getting stoned.
Are you gonna?
No, I'm not getting
You
stoned.
wanna go now?
No.
Oh.
No docking, no stoning. I have no vices.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Good
No
boy.
way.
I'm a good boy.
Fuck you.
Hey, what is this? Well, you can change in front of the camera. People like to see that.
I don't think they do, brother.
Pegging, maybe. Donna, sure. Is pegging still on? Yeah. I don't know if I'll take it on the table. Maybe,
Yeah, you'll take it wherever you
maybe
can
in the
get it.
bathtub.
You'll take it wherever you can get it. All right, wherever it go. What
Okay,
the fuck?
Chastity, come on my show.
Yeah. Hablo español, Eric? See?
I need guests. Maybe that'd be great. I could fly one in every day or every show.
Donde está el
One of
sanitario?
our guests,
Who?
one of our listeners for my show, like a guest, a guest host.
Who's paying for that?
We're $12 million concern. We can do it.
Hey, which fridge?
The one in the thing in there. And the, like the kitchen where the goddamn refrigerator is. Son of a bitch, man.
It wasn't that funny, Adam.
¿Cómo está el sanitario? ¿Dónde está el sanitario? Excuse me. ¿Cómo está? With,
¿Cómo está? How's it going? How is it?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Mm.
Just azul. It's the wrong pronunciation and use of the word, but blue.
Blue?
Blue.
¿Cómo está? What is an answer to that? Bueno, right?
Mama
Good?
la verga todas las noches, puto.
Ya ni pan ni mayo.
Armand, you can fly me in. Oh, Armand.
Fly me in. Who is that? Jason, sure. Come on in.
Jason who?
Jason Kelly Boudreau. Now, is that two people or one?
I would imagine that's a couple.
Oh, all right. Come, both of them.
Hey, Armand's
I'm
like,
looking.
I fucking bring it on,
Sure.
baby. Muy bien, tú. Why you keep testing me, James? You don't believe me?
Très bien. Right, yeah. Très bien.
Muy
Très
bien,
bien.
también. Mi casa, su casa.
That's French, though, isn't it? Très bien.
No, muy bien, también.
Muy bien, but that's Spanish. But Panos' coach said très bien. That's French.
Très bien.
Très bien.
No, it's not
Is that,
French.
is that in Spanish? Sure it is.
The bien is used in multiple
All right.
contexts.
Well,
It's-
romantic languages.
So you have like, you can
You guys
either,
miss me?
it can be like female and male,
No,
which would be
nobody
like
missed
mamacita, papacita, but the cita is the.
That
so
means
there's
little,
like,
though.
So
That's
like
little.
vivamos, amos is the end part of it. I don't remember exactly how that works, but there's like an end part that can be used in multiple different
Yeah,
contexts.
but
on a lot
ita
of
means
different
like the diminutive, right? Small.
Dominion.
Diminutive.
Do you say
Now you're sounding like Ocho Man.
I don't know what diminutive is. I know Dominion.
Well,
is.
like little bit like Pepito, little Pepe, right?
Hey, little Pepe.
Right. Is that right? I don't know.
You guys
I
done?
don't speak Spanish.
Are you guys done?
Oh,
Speak
there's a
little
shirt.
Russian.
If you can't handle the dock, get off the pier. That's Team
Pretty good,
Armand's
Ted.
shirt there. It should say
Yeah.
that. If you can't handle the dock, step off the pier.
Somebody with printing access should print one of those up, send it.
No.
I'll wear it on the show.
Nope.
We're not a $12 million organization, believe me.
I'm gonna start the show. You guys ready?
I've been ready. I was born ready. Très bien is French.
Of course it is.
Damn it. You're right. What are you going to do? How did you not smother him growing up? It wasn't easy.
Wants to dock a millionaire. Guess who said that without looking?
I'm going Frank.
Yes, Frank.
Fuck yeah, I knew it was Frank.
You're listening to
Surreal Talk.
A look
Surreal
inside
Talk,
the world
yeah.
of cults, conspiracies,
My first
and
episode.
the paranormal.
Take it easy on me.
Be gentle.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
That guy sounds smart.
Sounds can be
Think you know the
deceiving.
whole story? Think again.
Yeah, you sound smart.
Now your hosts,
That's not me.
Eric and Everett.
Oh, him, yeah.
And I.
And I'm on.
And Dr. Doc.
Dr. Doc.
Welcome to Surreal Talk, look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal, a lineupmedia.fm production, and we are back with the doctor.
Medical dockery.
Ooh. Nice.
Lord. It'll never
talk about anything.
ever end.
No. Welcome back, everybody.
It'll
Surreal
just
Talk.
be a show you call and I give bad medical advice.
We're
That'd
still
be kind of cool.
We're
wouldn't
still
it?
talking about Doc. You can't let that go.
I don't know
We're
why.
talking about my show.
And Armand's coming with a show, and
Yeah, I'm
we're
sick
working
of
on
you
names.
guys.
We're working on names for him to spin off, and we can get rid of him.
Right.
That's the idea.
I'm
We
not
get
putting
rid of
my
Armand.
career in your hands.
Well, yeah, we can
Thank
just give
God.
him a show, and we've
Oh,
just...
that's such a good
Find
idea.
somebody else.
We've been looking for a
Bums.
way to get rid of you, and now we have it.
oh, yeah.
Dr. Doc with Dr. Dockington.
Well,
Doc
Surreal
I'll just put it
Doc.
right after this show. I'll just stay in the studio and you guys get the hell out.
Hey, you don't got to leave home.
Well, yeah, you'll just have to switch all the profiles and everything over to
Oh, no.
Surreal Doc.
You're going to need a producer.
I'll have Brian work on it.
Yeah,
Well,
let's do it.
what are we talking about today, Armand?
It's
Do you
week
have-
2, buddy.
Do you know? Week
Yeah,
2
I,
of 3?
I assume it was chemical weapons. Is that
You
Chemical-
what you
assume
said?
if you would
Okay.
ever show up to production on Wednesday,
I don't need notes for this.
He's like the actor.
throw them away. Throw them away. You
He's
don't
like
need
the
I
actor
know
that
more
nobody
about
wants to
chemical
work
weapons
with.
than
Do you?
Saddam Hussein.
Well, that may be true.
Did you hear what I said?
What'd you say?
He's like the actor that none of the producers or other actors want to
Oh,
work
he's a
with.
pain in the ass. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
just a
Did
pain.
you see what Jay said? That's true.
Prima donna.
Rumor has it that Armand is so big that he needs at least 3 docking partners at a time. That's not true. 4.
This guy's so full of shit. His eyes ought to be brown.
Yeah, he's a court low though, so he's still foolish of shit.
He's got light brown eyes. Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
So
they're
chemical
dark
warfare.
Whoops.
Oh my word! What'd you do?
Looks like your phone fell.
Maybe all right. Chemical warfare.
Yes, I'm against it.
What about it?
Nothing. Show's over.
Well,
Mustard gas tastes like mustard. Let's go.
No,
Really,
it
it
does not
tastes like mustard. It smells like mustard.
It doesn't even-
It's like
it's
garlic.
odorless.
Like it smells like apparently garlic, I believe.
They add smells to it, but originally it's odorless.
Well, that's what.
except for the
during
mustard
World War
smell.
One, it was. Yeah. In fact, that's why it was better than. I think the original one was it chlorine gas? They used
Chlorine gas,
and that,
right.
they smelled that, but they didn't know what the hell it was at first.
The Germans were pretty much the first ones in modern war to actually use chemical warfare.
Second Battle of Ypres,
Well, hang on now.
1915.
I've had chemical poisoning before. I just want to get that out there.
Well, okay, it's irrelevant. Go ahead. When did you have chemical poisoning?
About 5 years ago.
Were you in conflict, armed conflict?
No.
Maybe Kuwait?
No. So I guess technically it
Afghanistan.
wasn't chemical warfare I was involved in.
It was just dumb fuckery.
Pretty much.
Not wearing a respirator?
Yep, that's it.
Did you have to go in the chemical in the gas tent? In ROTC, they made us do that.
No.
Eric was not in the military?
You weren't in the military?
Negative.
I was in ROTC camp.
Well, you were
6
almost in the
weeks of
military.
hell.
Okay, so he's the equivalent of a rent-a-cop for the
Camp?
military.
No shit. I'm a rent-a-soldier. He's like
Fort
a
Riley.
fucking merc, fake merc.
Hey, but I'm an officer.
I'm part of the black squad. What do you see?
How many ops have you been on, Armand?
I went AWOL.
Did you?
Yeah.
They did not look for you, did they?
Fort Riley.
And that's
No,
it.
They were like,
they
were
paid
like,
me.
Thank fucking God.
Yes, they kept me out. I wanted to go back.
We were just gonna kill him.
No, you're in the nerve tent, the nerve gas tent. You have your mask on, and then you walk through it. just to
Nerve
see
gas?
it's
Are
all
you sure it's
hazy.
not like tear gas?
Well, it's like more or
fuck.
less like pepper spray or
Yeah,
whatever.
like tear gas, not nerve gas.
Yeah, tear
goddamn-
gas.
The ovens at Auschwitz and all that. That's chemical. That's
Cyclone
chemical
B.
war.
B, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
yeah. Actually,
Wow.
we'll get to that. I
We'll
got
get
some
to that.
interesting
Oh,
things
my.
about
Anyway,
that.
Armand got gassed.
Yeah, and then you go before you leave. You have to. The guy's there, and he says, "All right, take off your mask." You have to take off the mask, and you have to say what college you're from, and sing your college song, and then like 30 seconds, and
Oh, they make sure
endure
you get
that,
plenty
and
of it
then
in there.
Then you get out, and you get out, and you're just like,
I'd like to try it.
I would too.
well, yeah, and
Is it bad?
I want to be tased.
you're
be tased as well.
disoriented to say the least.
I'd like to try everything like that, to be honest with you. I'd like to take a taste.
How about
stun gun,
would you like to be
gas.
what's the one where they put the waterboarded?
yeah, yeah.
I don't think I could take that for.
We could
10
do that.
I guess I'd like to try
10
it.
seconds.
Oh, and it's supposedly 30 seconds, and you're a stud.
I can hold my breath for 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's not the holding the breath. Apparently, you
But what
really
about if they
feel like
keep
you're
doing it until
drowning
past
right
when you hold
off.
your breath? You know, then they pour for long enough that you can't hold your breath anymore.
Well, then that's longer than 30 seconds. I'm saying I
Okay.
could last 10.
So the waterboarding begins after you stopped holding your breath.
Oh, okay. How long could I last then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
10 seconds.
Do I get to breathe?
Not long.
Well, you could try, but there's going to be
Yeah, it's-
water.
You feel like you're drowning.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
No, we've already decided we can't do that here. Too much of a liability. We kill him.
We can do it outside. Just a
We're
little
not
too
doing it
close.
anywhere here. In fact, I really hesitate to do it for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's excessive.
Dave Strange says mustard gas and a similar gas called Lewisite.
Lewisite.
Yeah,
Lewisite,
that's what
yeah.
I said. Were used as blister agents. Ooh, blister agents.
They are blister agents.
That's
Very
right,
good.
correct.
So blister agents, anything like that, they basically, on contact with your skin, you begin to form
They're
large
called
blisters.
They're called vesicants.
Vesicants, blister agents,
Yes.
same thing. Yep.
That's correct.
Well, why don't you take us
unfortunately, they get in
through,
your lungs and mucus linings and stuff like that and play hell with you.
take us through the types of chemical weapon agents, Everett? Well, you have a really good list.
Like harassing agents are your lowest level, right? These are stuff that civilians might have access to. Your tear gases, your mace, things like
Civilians
that.
with
That's like riot control stuff.
Pepper spray.
Right. So here's the definition of a harassing agent. They're substances that are not intended to kill or injure. They are often referred to as riot control agents, so that makes pretty good sense.
Yeah.
It may be used by civilian police forces against criminals and rioters, or in military for training purposes.
Ah,
These agents, I'm not finished. There's like a whole fucking paragraph here. Sorry. These agents also have tactical utility to force combatants out of concealed or covered positions for conventional engagement, or preventing combatants from occupying contaminated terrain or operating weapons.
Area denial.
Area denial, yeah. In general, harassing agents are sensory irritants that have fleeting concentration, dependent effects that resolve within minutes after removal. Casualty effects are not expected to see 24 hours nor require medical attention. So basically, you can walk away from it feeling fucking shitty.
yeah, no ill effects, though.
We just
no
watched that
long-term
scene.
effects.
Everett showed me that scene from The Rock today. Literally.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
We'll get to that eventually, though. I've been pepper sprayed before. Did you know that?
Really?
You don't remember that?
You don't say?
Yeah, you're the dickhead that did it.
Oh.
No, I had a girl do it to me once.
I had a little.
She was probably in the right.
Hey, give us the story there. I snuck up behind her. I
yeah,
grabbed her and
kinda.
tried to shove her into my van.
We were in. I guess it was on the college campus,
Apparently
I believe.
that's
I won't
frowned
mention
upon.
it. And I
You know,
was
college campus.
I was getting a little frisky with her. You know, nothing. I wasn't touching her or anything. I was behind her and I
Ran in
said
City
something,
Alley.
and she turned around and let me have it.
Did she? How did
Yeah.
you?
Oh boy.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
Did it hurt your eyes, Armand?
Yeah.
It did hurt your
I
eyes.
did
Okay.
just-
Okay.
Mine, I was
just-
fixing to beat the shit out of him, right?
Went to my knees. Yeah.
And he got some from a yard sale, if I'm not mistaken, rather cheaply. So I'm fixing to come out, and he pulls out this pepper spray, and I tell him, "You ain't got the guts." And that was a bad idea.
You.
I got hosed down.
I only got two things in this world, Armand: my word and my balls, and I don't break them for nobody. You know.
Scarface.
That's right.
Hey, so
The worst part about that was getting back in the shower, and like the shit turns back on me.
I kind of like. Well, mine was outdoors, and she pretty much missed. But I walked
Oh, I
right
took
through
it
it because
direct.
she went like this, and I was a little. I guess I was farther back than she thought I was because I walked into the into the cloud or whatever, and that's when I.
See, I didn't get the cloud. We were standing roughly from here to there. I got this like the concentrated jet.
No,
in the face
that's
and eyes.
I didn't get that. This is like a little
Yeah, it was
emulsion.
It was a bummer. Suffice to say,
Put me, it wasn't good for my approach.
that was the end of that day.
Yeah, that was the end of that romance.
You didn't try again, huh?
I didn't know where the hell I was.
Go for a second chance.
I was on the ground.
It's a misunderstanding. We can get over this.
I mean it.
They should.
It was
Farnsworth-
consensual, yes.
I mean,
James asked.
allegedly. And Farnsworth says in Europe they now have to label how many nanoparticles are in their food of different substances.
Nanoparticles,
That's
huh?
got it. That's crazy.
And in America, it's quite the opposite. You have a certain amount of insects you're allowed to have before it's too much.
And
You can
that's
have
okay.
you can have like 9 mouse hairs in a jar of peanut butter. They allow the
It's
FDA
fine.
allows for
It's
that.
fine, yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean
A couple
you have
cockroach
that.
legs. It's fine.
I don't want no cockroach fucking legs. Fuck
Dude,
that.
on a different story, here's some chemical warfare, man. I found out my Chinese joint I love around here. I'm not going to say its name. Somebody posted pictures on their Facebook of fucking cockroaches that gave them their food and shit.
That's that Chinese place?
Yeah, the one over there. I can never go there again now.
No, ever.
Ever.
Burn that place to the
Is
fucking
that
ground.
recent?
Yeah, and if
Burn
you go
it
to
to
their
the
Facebook
ground,
page,
Armand.
if you go to their Facebook page, it's littered with people just fucking shitting on it from bad service, nastiness in there, having
I never
roaches.
go there anyway, but I did. I thought it was.
We used to order. That was our
Yeah.
place for the office here.
Yeah, we used to go there all the time, right? When we had those conference
Yeah.
room
Yeah.
conferences in the room.
That's the one.
I never. No ill effects.
Okay, vomiting agents are your next level we got here. They're
Yeah.
sensory irritants that are also termed sternators or nose irritants. They irritate the mucous membranes to produce congestion, coughing, sneezing, and eventually nausea.
That's not what that is. The one I have though.
Yeah, Ipecac is not. Well, I mean, it is.
Ipicac's
It's
an
a
emetic.
medicine, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they use it in a medical sense, but
Yeah.
it's still a chemical
Smudge,
that makes
right?
you throw up.
These are all smudge agents.
Pretty much, yeah.
Salivation, or sludge, salivation, lacrimation, which is
Yeah, basically they fill you up with their own
urination,
goo.
Hey.
digestive irritation or defecation, G,
Defecation.
gastric distress, and E is emesis.
Are you just
Constantly into
fucking
that.
making this
No,
up?
these
or
are real
not?
things.
sludge. Yeah,
These
that's
are
how you
just
remember it.
real-
I remember toxicology.
Are you going to call Armand a liar?
I didn't say he was a liar. I asked
Go
if he was
ahead. I
making
am a
it up.
liar, but that was the truth.
I am a liar.
Damn you.
I lie about everything. My dick's not that big.
Well, that was never in question.
Well,
Malodorants. These are compounds with a very strong and unpleasant smell, which produce powerfully adverse effects. With
yeah,
toxic
those would
effects
be nasty.
of tear agents or vomiting agents. The only one we have listed here is my butt. I guess that was Eric. His butt is a malodorant.
Was that supposed to be humorous?
Well, that was just a placeholder because when you're doing a bulleted list like that, you have to have something in order to get another
And we
bullet.
just- you just
Stop
never went
using
back?
your butt as
and
a
I
placeholder.
hadn't got back to it. I got called into that meeting, and
Yeah, dude, that sucked. Like right in the middle of our planning today. He's out for like an hour and a half.
I had to go. I was at a meeting, man.
You're fired.
Meeting of the mind.
You're both fired. This is now the Everett show.
You got to go.
So I get the day off.
That would never work, would it?
Hey,
You get no more
You
days
can be
off.
on my show occasionally.
what about incapacitating agents, Armand? Do you know anything about those?
This is the second level of
All right, such as
They're substances that produce debilitating effects with limited probability of permanent injury or loss of life. The casualty effects typically last over 24 hours, and though through medical evacuation and isolation are recommended, it is not required for complete recovery. These, together with harassing agents, are sometimes called non-lethal agents. They may be as high as 5% fatalities with the use of these.
well, that would make them lethal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
which is your maces and your pepper sprays.
All right.
Yeah.
Who the hell dies from pepper spray?
It's a tear agent, though. It's incapacitating. It's barely.
You never know what kind of reaction people will have, though. I don't know. I guess you could theoretically. I don't know how it would kill you, though.
We will get there, Ryan
Just
Young.
make you stop breathing, maybe. Get in your lungs.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe if you're allergic to fucking pepper.
Well, if you have
I don't know.
pulmonary problems, I could see something be, if you can't exchange oxygen in the alveoli or something.
Hey,
Your
you
lungs
never
are already
know.
fucked. Yeah.
that's one of the things. Remember, you can properly
Mm-hmm.
carry the oxygen to the blood or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's the fun stuff, the lethal agents. These substances are for producing chemical casualties without regard to long-term consequences or loss of life.
Mm-hmm.
They cause injuries that require medical treatment. I thought that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
funniest fucking thing I ever heard.
Yes, most injuries do.
Well, lethal agents, it's called lethal agents, and they finished out their paragraph that they cause injuries that require medical attention.
Yes. Foul play is suspected.
What do you know about white phosphorus, Armand?
White phosphorus?
White.
phosphorus.
Yeah, white. I thought that was an explosive agent. White
It-
phosphorus.
it's
a burn. It's a
incendiary.
burn.
It's
yeah.
a
yeah.
incendiary.
It's for burns. Yeah.
So it is partially banned in real use. So you set off your ammunition above the ground, right?
We used it in Vietnam.
Yes, we did. We've used
Remember
it.
in the
We've
Green
used it
Berets?
recently in Iraq as well.
Yeah.
And 2015 Syria.
We've used it very recently.
Give them some WP.
So whenever they light it off in the air, all these little pieces of phosphorus light on fire, and they burn super hot, and you can't really put them out. One of the side effect things that they do is they release a shit ton of white smoke, which is the acceptable use of white phosphorus. We're going to use it to mark an area, to obfuscate your position. Use it as a fog cover type of thing. That you can use
Obfuscate?
it for. Obfuscate.
No, obfuscate.
Obfuscate.
Or obfuscate. I think it's
Or.
obfuscate.
Well, you're wrong.
Semantics, guys.
This doesn't even matter. Quit interrupting me, Armand.
White phosphorus.
You're using a solecism again.
God, I hate you.
Stop doing that.
So how do you keep it without oxygen? Because it said it bursts into flames when it touches oxygen.
Just wrap it in
Yeah,
plastic or
or-
water or
yeah,
anything,
it's-
really, yeah.
It's like, so it's one of those things that gets, it's like a
It's an immediate oxidizer type
hot
of thing.
hands.
Kind of. I mean, not really.
Well, I think that's pretty much what happens with chlorine gas. It's not. It
Just
still gets in your
oxidizes
lungs
really
when
fast, right,
when
yeah.
when it gets in your lungs and
Well,
it turns
chlorine
to
is a-
hydrochloric acid.
Exactly, and that makes your lungs start to goo real bad.
Oh,
You
yeah.
drown in your own fucking
Ugh.
goo
Yeah,
in
you'd
your
be a
lungs.
mess. You
Yeah,
know?
you fill with snot, basically, and then drown on it.
The
Dave,
water from your
good call.
mucous membranes makes it hydrochloric acid. Yeah.
So, yeah, we've used it.
No, it's not. First of all, Ryan, it's not a solipsism. It's a solecism. SOLECISM.
You can catch Armand on his new show,
We'll
Grammar
discuss that.
Nazi.
Solipsism, something totally different. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Well, he's.
Are you sure?
I can't allow that to go by without addressing it.
I hardly blame you, sir. Whenever you're ready, we'll continue. Are we good?
Fine.
Napalm.
Proceed with the white phosphorus.
No, you done killed that. What do you know about napalm?
Napalm. Yeah, it's naphthalene and
Palm trees.
palmitic acid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always heard about napalm.
It burn you up, man.
You always heard about it when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Like fucking napalm. It always just kept burning.
Well, it's always that's one of the most famous pictures of that little gal. I think her name was like something.
Napalm
Fun.
Oh,
Girl
yeah.
or
Her
something.
name
like
was.
that. It was like Napalm Girl or something.
That was
like
not her name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was something like it was like little 8-year-old girl. It's one of the most famous pictures out of the war. But that's some nasty shit. I was looking at do some research on napalm before the show because
You gonna make some?
no.
I wonder if she's still alive. Probably would be.
Yeah,
she's
she's
only
still
like
alive.
6 years old.
She's
when
still
it- Yeah.
I saw an interview with her earlier this morning.
Oh,
actually.
really? Oh, yeah. On Good Morning America?
No.
Good Morning Vietnam? Oh, yeah. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Smell like victory.
Victory. Kilgore? No, that
Yeah.
was it Kilgore?
Colonel Kilgore,
Kilgore,
right.
was his name.
Charlie Don't Surf.
That was a good movie.
Apocalypse Now, yep. I like it better. Did you like the redo version?
I've not seen the redo.
Yeah.
Most redos fucking suck.
Would they just reorder it or
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
No,
director's
no,
cut
they
type
just,
of thing?
So,
they just put all that shit that they
about the
cut out.
napalm.
Yeah.
So
About-
do you know how to make it?
I don't think it's that hard to make.
It's basically gasoline and gasoline or diesel fuel mixed with like a jelly.
What
Yeah.
kind of jelly?
Well, you're going to say styrofoam or something, right?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
No, it's usually some sort of
Not
petroleum
Welch's.
jelly. Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of, yeah.
Petroleum jelly. So gasoline.
It's more
and
like a
petroleum-
gel though. Whenever I was watching them, they pull it out of the fucking container tube that's in, and it's like a gummy. Like you could throw it and stick it on stuff, but it's like pretty much like a gummy.
So consistency of one of those sticky hands, or
Pretty close. A little,
so thick
little
like
less.
that.
A little more viscous. It's not as
Liquidy?
solid. Yeah, it's a little more. You could squeeze through it. if you
Jello
wanted.
mold.
But less like Jello because Jello separates and doesn't go back together so much.
That's fair.
Yeah.
This would come back together.
Oh.
Viscosity, yeah. Measured in Pascal seconds.
Okay.
They also used it in flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
thought-
they burn,
You know,
yeah.
The big advantage of that was like your regular shit would just come out in a big fucking poof,
Uh-huh.
but you were
That
able
shit
to
you were
shoot giant
spraying,
streams.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Is this technically a chemical weapon, though?
yeah, it's
Oh, man. What's fucking
inflammatory.
napalm made out of?
Incinerate.
Fucking chemicals.
Well, so's gunpowder.
Chemical weapon.
So
What's
what?
white phosphorus? What's the fucking difference, honestly? There,
Gunpowder and white phosphorus.
I guess white phosphorus.
I'd
will,
call it an incendiary weapon. I'm not sure I'd call it a chemical
but
weapon.
the irritants that come out of the burn of that, you can't breathe that shit in.
That's why it's a chemical weapon.
yeah, but
As well as that shit'll burn right through your body. That phosphorus will burn all the way down to your bone, destroy your. It'll fuck you up.
Really?
Yeah.
well, that's how a lot of these.
They have to be careful when they're using it in civilian areas to make sure that they're, the civilians don't get hit with it, vehicles don't get hit with it, buildings don't get hit with it. Because they'll light a building on fire like nothing.
And just you can't put it out. Water or nothing.
Basically, you can't put it out.
What if I had water like and to pour on my arm whenever there's white phosphorus burning?
You're fucked, buddy. It's going to burn through you till it's done. It's extinguished.
Water
itself.
won't make it not hot.
No, it does. They use it for underwater. Actually, that's what they.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like how magnesium is. Whenever you get that shit burning, it's so
Yeah.
hot that you can't get it to stop burning. It just burns until it's done.
Okay.
Sarin gas. You familiar with sarin? That's a pretty famous one.
That's
Assad liked to use sarin.
sarin is what they used in Japan, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Where did I got the name of that group written down? They're a fucking doomsday cult. They,
Yeah.
they
They didn't
used
really
it-
kill that many people, though. I think they fucked up the actual, because they could have really. Was it in the Tokyo subway system?
Yes, they
It
did.
could've
They
been
did it.
really
They did it
bad.
twice. They in '94 they sprayed sarin gas around a neighborhood. They basically loaded up a van
Yeah, just warming up. Yeah.
and they just drove through the van, let it percolate out into the neighborhood. It killed 7 people, right? And they originally thought that there was a chemist who lived in that area who was actually capable of creating the stuff. And they arrested him because his wife died in it. And they thought he was targeting his wife. But
That happens a lot. That's why a lot of these guys, don't want to use chemical warfare because you tend to kill yourself a lot.
Yeah.
Stuff's pretty caustic and volatile.
The same group in '95, like you said, released it in the Tokyo subway system. They
Yeah.
released it on 5 different trains, killed 30 people.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse though if they'd done it right.
Yeah, 6,000 people were injured. They had enough to kill 4.2 million.
Yeah.
But they fucked up whenever they poked their bags and
Oh yeah, that's right. Some of it they leaked it out, right? And,
Right.
and I think they hurt themselves, right? Some
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
in 2015, Assad was dropping in Syria from helicopters.
Allegedly. Assad
Allegedly.
did that.
well,
What do you mean it's allegedly?
Well, there's more to the story as always in meets the eye when it comes to Syria.
Hey.
But they were dropping it from helicopters. They killed over 200 people with it. But a lot of people think that the U.S. had actually.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Did we have a show on that?
No. Well,
Yeah,
maybe,
what-
maybe
I-
talk
I-
about
maybe
What's
it
up
was
with
Nick
Syria?
Drago was
No,
talking
we
about
did
it.
What's up with Syria?
Okay, because I think Nick was saying that too. You know him on the Ocho Man show. He's saying we did that. It was us.
And 3 weeks after that, ISIS actually used mustard gas in a town over there called
Wow.
Maria, something like that. It's hard to pronounce.
Mustard gas is reasonably easy to make.
How do you make it?
Isn't mustard gas just carbon monoxide and
You need
phosphorus?
fucking mustard. Come on.
You don't need mustard. You don't. Grey Poupon, please.
Pardon me, sir.
I knew he was going to use a stale joke like that.
He can't help the low-hanging fruit, man.
No, it's dad jokes, man. I just love them.
That's
At least
low-hanging
use the
fruit,
English
there's a difference.
accent. Make it classy a little bit.
Don't do that.
No.
Sorry.
Don't do that, Armand.
That's why the Brooklyn accent works better for those.
Yeah, I think mustard gas is carbon monoxide and phosphorus. I believe.
Is that right?
I believe that's it. Yeah.
Carbon monoxide and phosphorus? How do
Yeah.
you mix carbon monoxide with phosphorus?
You add
Liquefied carbon monoxide or something?
you heat it and you add some carbon, and apparently that turns into mustard gas.
I don't think you know what you're talking about, but I don't know enough to
Look
say
it
you're
up.
completely wrong.
That's why I feel sometimes. I'm like, I can't dispute you with this because I just don't know.
I am going to look this up real quick. Hold on.
Your
You
English
keep
accent
talking.
cracks
I'll
me up.
look it up.
I will talk. Armand, you don't need to keep talking. Ryan says that he likes to hear my English accent, so I think that I'll
No.
I'll give him that maybe. I was
Why don't you
thinking
read the
about the
Magna
rest of
Carta?
the show, mate. What's that?
Read the Magna Carta.
1452?
Oh, 1215.
1215, that's right. Chris Farley, shirt off, hot
Maybe
teacher.
I was thinking of phosgene.
Nobody got that joke.
I was thinking of phosgene
Nobody
gas.
got that joke. That was a good
COCl2.
COCl2?
Yeah, phosgene, CO. That's right. Carbon monoxide and chlorine.
Where's Lee Caster at?
That's phosgene.
Where's Lee Caster at? Lee Seister. Lee Keister. England, I think.
Leicester.
Leicester. Gosh,
Lee
that's...
Keister.
Hey, man, I
What
didn't
an
know C was
Englishman.
science. Or
Hey,
silent.
where's Worcestershire?
Worcesterton, Fieldville.
Where's the Reading Railroad?
Channel 9.
No, that was on the Monopoly board.
I was reading
And it's
Rainbow.
pronounced Reading.
And it's in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
We saw that.
Yeah.
Forgot.
that's right, Chastity.
Lester the molester.
Yeah.
I can't find how you actually make it. It does resemble like
Mustard. It does have phosphorus in it. Doesn't mustard gas have phosphorus in it?
it has the four main ingredients. What were they?
Fucking mustard, number one.
Carbon, sulfur, chlorine, and hydrogen. And
Oh, that's right. It's the sulfur in the middle of the ring.
and they say
Yes,
it resembles
cynical
used motor
skeptic.
oil. It's
It
like
is a
really
thing.
sludgy black liquid.
Okay, I was talking about phosgene gas. That's carbon monoxide and chlorine.
Dave Strange says phosgene is known as a choking gas and it has a very distinct smell.
Phosgene? Yeah, I think it smells like
Mustard.
no,
It's,
hay. Like they always said, it's hay. I think.
Hay or grass, right?
Yeah.
Very good, Armand. This guy knows his things from time to time. You just can't get him to
World War I buff.
stop
man.
trying to dock things.
And you know, at least before they had gas masks, you know what they would do? They take their handkerchiefs and piss on them,
Right.
put it up to their nose because
Yep.
the urea in the handkerchief can absorb, can pretty much neutralize some of the
Really?
the chlorine.
And it's better than chlorine in your lungs, which is
Oh yeah,
good.
and it's better than just water.
What does he mix with ammonia and bleach? Give you some
Ammonia will do it too.
ammonia and bleach together.
Well,
with the
yeah.
chlorine gas.
But they didn't have that handy. They had piss right on them. Though.
I used to mix my own inhalants for getting high. One time I tried that out. I passed out, and I was mixing in the toilet.
What
no,
were you doing?
weren't. No, he wasn't.
Fucking with you.
You're just docking again.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Did
your
overlap.
mother ever
Right.
yourself.
Did your mother ever catch you two docking in the bathroom?
No, we don't have the required hardware.
How does
At
global
least I
warming?
know I don't.
I'll tell you how global warming fits.
It
in all
doesn't.
This is true.
It
Global
fucking
warming's
doesn't.
a hoax. Okay. HOXE.
Hoax.
Oh, very
It's
good.
a fucking hoax.
There's something called blood agents out there as well. They're either based in cyanide or arsenic, but basically they make it so your blood cannot transport oxygen the same.
Correct.
I don't know of any actual weapons that have been used in that though, but
Well,
it is a type of chemical.
Well,
weapon.
Zyklon B was cyanide, basically.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So
What's that smell like? What they say? Walnuts or something? No, that's
no,
gangrene.
almonds.
yeah,
Almonds. That's it.
In fact, that's what they did. That's how they killed you in California at the gas chamber.
Dave Strange,
They
you're
dropped
letting
a
me
couple
know
of
what you
cyanide
do.
tablets in the in whatever the hell it was, and it smelled like almonds, and that out they went.
Chlorine
gas chamber.
sulfide is mustard.
Didn't you ever see that movie with Susan Hayward?
I did
I
not.
Want to Live. She didn't.
No.
How'd they
She
kill
won
her?
the
Just
Academy
cyanide,
Award.
huh?
Hey,
Yeah, they
spoiler
killed her.
alerts.
Yeah.
When was this? 1940?
1957.
Jesus Christ. The guy's not seen Weird Science, but he knows fucking 1947.
Fuck Weird Science.
Jesus.
No,
Some
I saw
people's
Weird
kids.
Science. That was a good-looking gal in that.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was all right.
Forgot to hook up the doll.
Potassium cyanide. Very good. Panos. Very good.
Are you familiar with Agent Blue?
Agent Blue. No.
It's similar. It's used in Vietnam as a defoliant.
Okay. Agent Orange, of course.
It
but-
is actually
yeah,
not chemically.
defoliant.
It is
yeah.
not chemically related to Agent Orange, but it's used for similar to the same things.
Right. That's They didn't use it as any personnel. They did. That's just they cleared the forest out with it,
So,
so they could kill you with something else.
they dumped almost as much as they did Agent Orange over there.
Someone is an old man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Agent Orange in itself was another defoliant. I don't know if a lot of people know that. It wasn't just a straight poison they used on people in Vietnam.
No, and that's what I thought before today. I thought that Agent
Really?
Orange was literally just a poison that they used on
No,
people.
They dumped it on the
defoliant.
trees.
Right.
So,
So they could see you to kill you.
yeah, they
'cause
didn't
they're
want
hiding.
they didn't want the Viet Cong to have their hidden paths and
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a clear area. They couldn't hide anywhere.
right. They eventually got going into Laos. Did you know that?
And Cambodia.
We're from Laos.
Thank you, Con. He can't help it. He
Well,
hears a
that's-
keyword.
that's what he
and
said.
his brain goes,
I know.
click, Play this file.
And we know what he's going to say before he says
I like
it.
how you put it like that. Play this file because it's like I'm impulsive, but I'm not because it's not. It's like autopilot.
We don't care. We don't care why you're like that. We just wish you'd stop.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember the Tylenol murders. Absolutely.
Oh, that was fucked up. You remember that, Eric?
No.
No, it was
So this
before you
guy-
guys were born. She just said you're too young.
Was
in the
it
80s.
L.A.?
Chicago.
Armand, I
Chicago.
was born in the
So
80s.
this guy goes into a bunch of
You're
fucking
too
like
young.
Walgreens, pops open. This is before they had the seals, and this is
Yeah,
why
this-
they had the seals.
Right. This is
He
began all that,
slipped
yeah.
in cyanide caplets in with like the Tylenol. So people went home, ate
Killed
their
several
Tylenol,
people, yeah.
and they'd fucking eat a cyanide caplet, dead.
Big scare. Yeah.
Now that's why we have the fucking seals and shit on your
Fucking
Tylenol.
bummer, dude. What an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, ruined it for everybody,
That's like the guy that puts a razor blade in the apple on Halloween.
which has never actually been documented,
Really? Is that just an
Ever.
urban myth?
and no drugs have ever actually been found. I tell you what,
You're telling me nobody's ever done that? I'll bet they have just I don't know, because people are sick.
whenever I looked it up, there's been no actual reported cases of people being drugged or like a needle or anything like that coming up inside of candy. And
Inside
did you
an
see
apple.
that people were afraid that people are going to start giving out marijuana gummies at Halloween? There's no fucking way when it costs $90
Yeah,
for these
right, I
things
don't know
that
about-
anybody's
yeah.
giving them out for fucking free.
Right.
So don't worry.
That guy killed his own kids, Brian Young says. I assume he's talking about the Tylenol murderer, dude.
Did he?
That's what he said. I can't.
If you were my kid, I'd understand that, but
elaborate.
I like mine.
Or what's that?
I said if you were my kid, I can understand killing my kids, but
Oh yeah, no, I'd have fucking suffocated you with a pillow for sure by now.
yeah, I would have drowned you. Much more personal. I could look you in the eyes while you struggle.
Yeah, but you just not being able to get.
Yeah, you don't want to see
pillow
my
off your
face. I want to
face.
see your face and your eyes popping blood red as you go out.
I'll know when your feet quit kicking. And
rather-
don't worry, I know everything you're saying is false because you couldn't even fucking torture somebody.
I'd just
so.
rather give him a
You're
vest.
my
Take
one
it easy,
exception.
boss.
You're my one exception.
All right, proceed. Enough of
No.
this. Enough of this filial
No.
wrangling.
I'm
Found
not be
drugs in
told
my
to
candy,
proceed
but
by
that's 'cause
you.
I put them there. Fair enough.
In '88, Saddam gassed the Kurds with
Allegedly.
allegedly. This was not.
I think
alleged.
I think that
Yeah.
bastard
Oh,
did
really?
it.
We're gonna
I'm
buy
just
this one,
saying.
huh?
Yeah, we'll buy this one. It's about
Okay.
Saddam. Fuck.
Any which way, he killed.
So he did have weapons of mass destruction then. So Bush wasn't lying.
Well, at least this was in '88,
WMDs.
so that's about 14 years or so before we
Prior,
went
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
He killed 32 to 5,000 people outright and injured another 7 to 10,000. This was during the Iranian-Iraq war, I
Right,
believe.
right.
Who won that?
I would
It was,
say
it was kind of a draw.
kind of a just kind of petered out type of thing.
That was the Vietnam
They never
deal.
really. No, not really. Well, not the cool thing. The interesting thing about Saddam killing all those Kurds is it has been proven since that the CIA actually helped him deploy the gas for that.
Well, we were on his side, definitely.
Well, yeah, we didn't like Iran,
Yep.
so
Yep.
kind of fucked up.
Is that-
It's not us using chemical weapons, but we'll help.
We helped Saddam, another
We'll
guy.
teach you how to throw the switch.
Yeah.
So-
and I imagine that our
technical
involvement.
advisors.
I imagine our involvement was probably a little more than just flipping a switch or
Well,
advising technically.
we overthrew
Come
the
on.
government in Iran. In
Yeah, exactly. How do you
53.
think we got the fucking intel to do that?
During that same
Hey,
war,
let me
That's
help
what the
you.
CIA does,
help
man.
you.
it's estimated that Saddam killed over 50,000 Iranians with chemical weapons attacks, sarin and mustard gas.
Wow, I didn't know it was that much.
And
that
since
many.
then, the lingering effects that they say have provided up to 90,000 casualties overall in all of Saddam's chemical weapons attacks
No shit.
during the Iran-Iraq war.
Oh yeah, he loved using gas. That was his favorite method, I think.
Assad allegedly pulled off this Ghouta attack in Damascus and killed over 1,000 people with 3,000 plus injuries. It's the worst sarin gas attack of all time.
How did that gal marry him anyway? Man, she was brilliant. What the hell is she doing married to that guy? You know his wife?
Who?
She's like a PhD or something. She's a brilliant woman.
Assad's wife?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea.
American.
She's American.
I think so, yeah.
Oh wow.
What the hell's her name?
Damn.
Shelley.
Assad's wife. Asma.
That sounds American.
Asma al-Assad. But yeah, but she's
That's converted.
first lady born and raised in London. I mean, this gal's smart.
All right, she's American.
That's
Got it.
pretty far off from American, mate.
London's a province of America.
Go to
14th original colony.
I'll go with that.
That's right.
I'm with it.
It's going to piss them off so bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make some enemies.
Jesus.
Yeah, we were thinking about giving them statehood like the Virgin Islands and Guam.
We decided against that.
Bachelor's
decided-
degree in computer
someday.
science and
We took
French
a lady off
literature.
the side of the fucking road and said, "Here's your queen, fuckers."
Oh, no. We didn't do that to the queen. Come on.
Yeah, we did.
What do you think? She's not bad looking.
I guess. I mean,
That an old picture?
Kind of English.
soccer mom.
2008.
Let's
Yeah.
see that again.
Soccer mom.
Have you heard of the Bhopal chemical disaster, Armand?
Bhopal.
Yeah, Bhopal.
Bhopal.
India?
So when you blow it
Union
up a little bit more,
carbide.
it looks better. Yeah.
Some kind of isocyanate.
Right, methyl isocyanate.
Yeah, methyl isocyanate. Yeah, that was a bad one. But
Brian Young.
that's not chemical weapons.
No,
That
it's
was-
not.
that
It's
was
not
a
warfare,
spill.
but it's an industrial accident,
Yeah,
the biggest
right.
industrial accident of that kind.
It was 84. Here again, you guys probably don't remember that.
I don't remember it happening, no, but it killed 3,800 people and
That was
over
a bad one.
500,000 people affected.
And
by
it
that.
lingered for a long time. That was a problem. You can't clean that shit up, unfortunately. Kind of like one of your craps.
Are you guys familiar with the company Dow? I'm sure you are.
Dow
Everybody knows
Chemical?
Dow.
Yeah.
They paid it out big, man.
Well, no, they bought the company. That,
oh, that's right.
They bought the company.
Union
that-
Carbide.
and they stopped giving out any payments for that.
That's what happens.
So Dow
Hey,
said,
they
nah, we didn't do
Fucking
it.
gangsters.
Hey,
No, he didn't
That's
do it.
not our problem.
Coincidentally, they reported earnings today, and they were very good.
I said,
not a
don't you
bad
buy
buy.
the debt of a company though too? When you buy a company, don't you buy their debt?
Yeah, but maybe not in.
Sometimes it depends.
Maybe what country doesn't have that rule? You know what I mean? India? Does India have that
Oh
rule?
fuck yeah, no, I don't know.
I mean,
Good call.
and when India wants somebody you bring in that foreign money at that time, they're probably like, "Yes, come on in." You know.
Isn't there some law in China where your kid has to do something for the rest of his life? Like if your parent murdered somebody, doesn't your kid have to pay?
Well, if you kill somebody or almost kill somebody, you have to pay for their expenses.
that's maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
So like, did you know that in China, like if you hit somebody with your car and they don't die, you're responsible for the rest of their life, their medical expenses. So a lot of
Sorry,
times
but
They'll
See?
back over them.
they'll back over you and kill you if they hit you.
Yeah, that's all right with me, too. Yeah,
'Cause
I'd
it's-
probably do that.
I don't.
Didn't it used to be in the Old West, so you kill somebody, you had to take his family and care for them? But they had that Abbott and Costello movie,
I don't recall.
The Wistful Widow of Wagon Gap, where Lou killed that guy inadvertently. And he had
I'll
to
be
take his
honest with
family.
you. I've only
9
seen
kids.
Abbott and Costello Africa Scream.
That's not bad, but this one's better.
No, I
They
only
put
seen
a
that one.
frog in his soup, remember?
No.
I said I hadn't seen it. I don't
See
I
it.
don't remember.
It's a funny scene.
Yeah, I'll take a time machine, find that movie, go see it.
So is this Chinese law
Just
still in
noticed
effect?
the name of the stream. What's that? The Chinese what?
The law you guys are talking about, is that still in effect?
As far as I know, yeah.
I forgot to hook up the doll, didn't I?
You forgot to hook up the fucking doll.
What's
God
that
damn it.
mean?
It means you
I usually
forgot to
didn't-
change the name of the fucking stream.
I forgot to update the YouTube information for this week.
That's why they're
So we're
jumping
still
on
doing
cars.
biological weapons?
Oh, yeah. That's why. See, I thought it was an insurance scam. Ryan said that's why they jump on cars over there. And I thought it was just for like insurance scamming. You know, people like, no,
No, man,
these
it's a free ride.
motherfuckers literally have to pay for you for the rest of your life.
I had
Yeah.
a couple buddies used to do that. They'd wait outside bar, literally wait, especially on snowy nights, and they'd smack the back of your car and lie down and try to get whatever they could out of you.
Oh, my
Really?
neck and my
Oh, yeah.
back.
Yeah, yep.
Bitches. Man,
If you
I
give me
got no respect
$100,
for
I
somebody.
won't say anything.
How about I give you a
Because
beat?
these guys are
Does it
usually
work?
drunk. Yeah, if the guys were drunk anyway.
Wow.
They didn't want the cops showing up.
Ooh, good fucking call.
Oh, they were
Eric's
scammers,
like, new
man.
scam, I'm
Son
there.
They
of a
were
bitch. What do you
scammers.
mean new
bad.
scam? I'm not scamming
You're
nobody.
always looking for a new scam.
That's the wrong word.
I don't know that I'm wrong here.
Dash cams.
You want to go
yeah.
through your list of
A new shtick. How
your
about
list of-
ricin? Now, ricin's also, it's similar to
Ryzen?
I would say that's biological.
I thought
though.
that was a computer.
Yeah, that's a biological.
No,
Because
it's made
grown.
from that plant. It's from, what's
Yeah, but
what's
it's I don't know.
You guys are way off. It's a computer processor, right?
RICIN.
Ryzen.
That's what I said, Ryzen.
Rycin.
Oh,
RICIN. It's a gas.
He's just fucking with us. He knows.
Yeah, he's a bad moon ricin.
Bad Moon Ryzen.
It's from the castor
There you
oil
go.
plant. Yeah, it's processed from the seeds of the castor oil plant.
Castor
Ricin.
oil, right. It's a nerve agent too, I believe.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it a chemical warfare. I would still say it's biological. So it's like the
It's
same
a
thing as
gas.
anthrax. You know what I mean? Oh no, it's not really the same.
No, it's a
thing as anthrax.
gas. So technically, you
Ricin's
fix a slight tear in the rotator cuff. Boy, I don't know.
Ricin's
You know,
a powder, man.
you might need a arthroscopic surgery, but I usually let those go as long as you possibly can because sometimes they heal okay, and the surgery is sometimes worse than the tear.
Holy shit, castor oil seeds?
Yeah, castor oil.
Look at
right.
those.
That's
Eric. What do they
ricin.
look like? Like weed seeds, don't they? Really, really big weed
I can't
seeds.
say it.
All right, Frank, get off the dock.
Anyway.
Anyway, where did they use the ricin? Was used. Was that in London? They've used that before too.
Yeah.
Was that the same thing they sent to the 2005 in the Senate offices? Was it ricin or was it anthrax?
Now, do you know how these gases, these neural agents work?
Anthrax was what that was.
Maybe I should explain this from a biological.
Let us know, Doctor.
Okay, you've heard of a synapse, right?
Yes, it's in
where
your brain.
one nerve goes to the other nerve,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Okay. Well, at the synapse, these vesicles, which are these very small little
I know what a
pockets.
vesicle is. There's one called this. Never mind.
Not
go
a
ahead.
testicle, a
Seminal
vesicle.
vesicle.
No, not that either.
Anyway, go ahead.
They release neurotransmitters, usually acetylcholine. Okay, the acetylcholine crosses the synapse and it goes to the other nerve, and that's how you propagate a nerve a nerve impulse. Okay, well, after the acetylcholine's done its job, acetylcholinesterase removes it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So every time you flex a muscle, is what he's saying, you get the acetylcholine, which is the
That's
chemical that tells your
right.
muscle to flex.
Right, and then when you
And
stop it,
what is it? Acetylcholinesterase
acetylcholinesterase
is what makes that chemical
degrades
go away.
it. Right,
And
but these are acetylcholinesterase agonists.
So like with
Blood means
sarin
the
gas,
muscle
for instance,
fibers.
That
sarin
blocks
gas.
it. It blocks, so it's like it's an antagonist, and
So
it blocks the acetylcholinesterase, so it keeps firing.
So I
That's
thought
why-
blood
that's
filled
why-
your muscle fibers.
Yeah, but there's a chemical that actually does, which causes that to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched
So you have these uncontrolled
bunch of
movements
animals
and stuff. Yeah.
get gassed with sarin today.
Why?
Because I wanted to see what happens. I watched a goat get hit by it, dude. It's pretty crazy.
What happened?
He basically just kind of dropped to his knees, and then he, kind of stiffened up a little, and then he went into convulsions, and then he died.
Fucking bummer.
They did a bunch of tests by taking and simulating different types of installations, like hard installations. So they would have like a bunker. Like first they had a machine gun turret, which is sandbags, right? Which you can't hit with like a grenade. You're fine in there because it hits on the outside and nothing happens. Gas killed you there. Basically every type of installation they shot sarin gas at and it killed them. Even like a bunker where you could hit it with direct munitions, right? And there'd be no problem at all. Nobody got hurt. But the gas gets in there with like 2 or 3 minutes and you're dead. No longer than 4 minutes did it take for any attack they did with sarin gas to kill the test subjects.
Jesus.
And that's why a lot of these are very I think mustard gas is a pretty heavy gas, so it's like kind of it's perfect
Pools
for
in the room?
trenches in World War I, trench warfare.
Right, whenever that was used, I forget the time that it was used. No, it was that chemical attack I'm thinking of, or not the chemical attack, the chemical disaster. Whenever that happened, the same thing happened. It's a very heavy gas.
Yeah, Bhopal you're talking about?
So people that were living who live in all these villages around the area, they slept on the floor. And the people that were on the floor got the worst fucking part of it because it would settle on the floor first before it rised up. So,
right.
Well, technically that's how Rose, yes. Technically, like the Tokyo firebombing and all that, it was basically the fire killed a lot of people, but a lot of it used all the oxygen up and people suffocated. Dresden too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what's the type of bomb that sucks the oxygen out of the atmosphere?
Thermite. Well, no, thermite creates its own. That's right.
Is it a neutron bomb that does that?
No, neutron bomb. The neutrons kill you. It's radiation.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a type of bomb they could do that's like basically
sucks the oxygen out of the air
and just suffocates everybody in the area.
Wow, that's a good weapon.
Maybe I dreamt that up or read it in sci-fi
I don't know,
or
that
something.
sounds
Either
like
way, son of a bitch.
That was on the
scared.
holodeck of the Enterprise.
Stop it, lady. You're scaring me.
Yeah, Second Ypres. That's right. That's the first battle that's usually acknowledged as the first battle to use chemical agents. The Germans use it on the French and the Algerians. And boy, did they start running.
In 1845.
The Germans, but it's weird because they shot these technically they said, well, you're breaking, they had some kind of treaty or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Thermobaric weapon.
And they said, well, first of all, it's not because you couldn't use, supposedly the agreement was you couldn't use a shell with gas, but they had canisters. So that's okay.
Loophole.
And then the British used canisters, but they had the wrong keys or whatever, and they couldn't get rid of it, and they messed up and killed themselves.
Fuck themselves up.
And that's why a lot of
What you do is you like, hey, I'm gonna throw this and you shoot it. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of times that's why World War II they didn't use it because a lot of times these guys are walking through their own gas. The wind shifts.
Have you seen that in like the battlefields, like where the fucking the chlorine gas just comes rolling across? You see people take off running, and then the wind shifts and people just get fucked.
Well, right. That's why they used phosgene and mustard gas. Chlorine, you see this big green cloud coming at you.
Right, and you couldn't see
the other one.
ones,
Right, the other ones you could. That's why I say if you smell that, put your gas mask on. I don't know if I'd even take it off to tell you the truth.
Do you ever hear about that? And this is kind of off topic, but did you ever hear about that lake that turned over and released like tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and it suffocated everybody in this town?
Whole town, yeah.
Like 2,000 people died because this lake just let out all this carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide from the
Carbon
lake?
dioxide, yeah, it was dissolved into the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You would think carbon monoxide, right?
That or methane.
Or methane.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was carbon dioxide. It was released from the lake.
Where was this?
I want to say
Not
Africa
America.
or Asia, but
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I just thought that's very
I hope
similar.
it's not England. We're gonna get another accent here.
You will.
I don't think I
Please,
ever want
spare
to
us.
talk to anyone from England again.
Yeah.
Why not, mate? It's Lake
Nick-
Nyos,
Aye.
Western Cameroon.
Cameron, okay,
Killed
there you go.
1,746 people
Wow.
and 3,500 livestock.
Lake Nyos. Yeah, I heard
And
that.
it
When
was
was
a
that?
limnic eruption.
A what? So is there some kind of
It suffocated.
underwater eruption?
Here, you know what? I'll hit the wiki for you there, bud.
No, it was not like a literal eruption of like a volcano.
An active volcano
Really?
It would have to be.
Volcanic dam
Where the hell's the
impounds
carbon
the-
dioxide going to come from?
impounds the lake.
I thought it was
waters.
dissolved into the water.
Pocket of magma beneath the
Can't be
lake
that
leaks
much.
carbon dioxide into the water,
Right.
changing
It'd be
it
like a
into
soda lake.
carbonic
Not
acid.
that much carbon dioxide in the water.
Yeah, it would be like a soda lake.
It would.
otherwise,
It would
yeah.
come. It would be
Bubbly.
extruded anyway.
Yeah.
Henry's law.
It's only one of 3 known exploding lakes to be saturated with carbon dioxide in this way. Others being Lake Mao, and then also in Cameroon.
No,
and then
no.
Lake
Pronounce the
Kivu
lake.
in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Congo.
Oh,
As
that-
opposed to the
Rwanda.
Congo.
I don't even know, Armand, because I can't. You're the interrupting cow. You are literally moo,
I want you to.
moo,
If you're going to
moo,
specify a lake,
moo.
specify
Moo.
a lake.
Are you just waiting?
Yeah, I was.
You're an interrupting cow, aren't you?
Fucker
That was
has
exactly what I was doing.
He has 4 stomachs, this guy.
I'll take it. I could eat more food.
He chugs his cud or chews his cud.
Ruminant. He doesn't ruminate very much, though.
Why don't you run through you just threw your shit down, didn't you? Why don't you run through your list of shit you got here?
This one
is
here
your
from
big,
here?
This is your big thing here, yeah.
No, it wasn't a big thing. So 600 BC. These are just instances where early uses of
Chemical type warfare.
chemical weapons, were
Oh,
used.
okay.
So the
Pre-World
Athenian,
War One.
Yeah,
Okay.
pre-World War I. The Athenian military taints the water supply of a besieged city of Kira with poisonous hellebore plants.
Good
Okay.
call.
Did I pronounce
that.
everything there?
I don't know. I don't know what that plan is.
Peloponnesian forces use sulfur
Greeks.
fumes against the town of Plataea.
Let
I'll
me
give
see
you
it.
that. I'll give you that. Is that the one I read about where they? No, was it? I read about
Plataea,
somewhere.
I would think.
It was around this time.
Yeah.
It was between like 400 BC and like 200 AD. I'm sorry to be so.
During the Greek Golden Age. Yeah.
There was a town that was under siege. And I really wish I remember who was doing the siege and who was being besieged. But they were digging
Doesn't
tunnels.
matter.
They were digging tunnels out from under the town to get out and attack, like guerrilla attack their siegers. They found out they were digging these tunnels, right? So they got down the tunnels. The siegers did, and they lit like phosphorus fires down in the tunnels and suffocated and
Good
killed
idea.
everybody down in there. Pretty fucking, or no, it's sulfur fires rather, not phosphorus. So good call on their part.
1675, France and Germany signed the Strasbourg Agreement, the first international agreement to ban chemical weapons, in this case outlawing the use of poison bullets.
I guess I never thought about that.
What?
Poison bullets.
Hey, that's how they used to do whaling, though.
Yeah,
They
arrows.
used prussic acid, and they put it on their harpoons, and that's how they killed the whales.
Those fuckers up there.
You
by
would think
the
that would act quick enough, though.
That's cyanide. Prussic acid is
I
cyanide.
guess if they're harpooned and like roped on, I guess there's not much they
yeah,
can do.
no,
But
they
Those-
kill
those-
those bastards real quick.
There's
I like the
Eskimos.
exploding tip harpoons.
That's what I'm talking about. Those Eskimos like fucking have a stick of dynamite equivalent on the harpoon, and they hit them right in the fucking brainstem right here, and blow it up, and then they just drag that fucker back to shore and have them a little cut party.
They've actually found whales like that have been killed recently that have some of those old non-exploded ones still stuck in them that didn't go off. Like that are 200 years old.
Yeah, those guys never die. Wow. They're like the queen.
They fucking live for a long time. That's
All
for
right,
sure.
stop cursing, will you?
What are you talking about,
Why do we have to
Armand?
curse?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're trying to become a family-friendly show.
No, we're
no
not.
talk of
No, we're
docking.
not.
No fucking words.
Fuck that.
No
Hey,
scissoring.
Go fuck yourselves. During the French conquest of Algeria in 1845,
He talked about this.
French troops forced more than. Oh yeah, you're right. Smoke to kill him. That's right. From 1861 to 1865, during the American Civil War, civilians and soldiers on both sides proposed using chemical weapons. Among a multitude of unrealized ideas, New York City schoolteacher John Doherty recommends firing chlorine gas projectiles at Confederate troops, and Confederate soldier Isham Walker suggests dropping canisters of poison gas from balloons.
So I don't think they ever did that.
I was gonna say, did they do that?
No, but I guess
No,
the
that
guy-
says right here, a multitude of unrealized ideas.
Right.
That word came out of your mouth, unrealized.
So I guess that teacher
I
just
didn't
used it on
realize.
his students then.
I would. Staying
They
after
get a little
school for
unruly.
a little
Yeah,
Yeah,
free
the hell with
glory.
you. Right. It's better than making them clean the blackboard.
So between 1874 and 1907, there were a series of international treaties signed by most Western nations to ban the use of poison and poisonous weapons in war.
Well, that's right. Brody did use a poison tip. Remember that in Jaws?
Smile,
Was
you
it
son of a bitch.
cyanide?
I don't
He
recall.
Blew up the bottle, the tank. of
No,
the-
no,
No,
yeah,
he was gonna put the thing on. Remember, he was gonna get down in the cage and shoot that into his mouth. Remember, he had but was it cyanide he had on that thing?
I don't recall. I know what you're talking about, though. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was the big-ass fucking needle.
Yeah. He
Up
never
that
got a chance to
thing.
use it. He dropped it.
So-
Remember when he shook the cage?
Oh yeah, now
Roper.
I know it.
What was
Now
his
I
name?
remember.
What's his name? Roper, was that his name? The,
Not
Brody. It wasn't Brody that was going to do it. It was
What are you talking
Hooper.
about?
Hooper.
Hooper. That's what it was. What did I say? it was?
700
Roper.
movement into the water.
That was the guy that was the guy Three's Company.
Oh, yeah, Mr.
That- the
Roper.
Ropers.
750 made it out. The rest got Sharks got the rest. June 14,
yeah.
1975.
I'll never put a life jacket on again.
But we delivered the bomb.
But we delivered the bomb.
That was one of the best scenes in any movie ever, in my opinion.
You know,
Yeah,
how long
supposedly
it
he was
took
drunk
before
on his
I
ass when he did that.
I realized that they were talking about he delivered the atom bomb. Like that's what they were doing.
Well, he says it in there, but
I know, but I don't. You don't remember everything from when. It's like I saw Jaws when I was a kid,
Right.
And I
Were you
didn't watch
alive
it
when
again.
Jaws came out? No, you weren't
No,
alive.
but
they played
I
the
was
fuck out of it
12.
on
Right?
TV.
You ever seen TBS? Like TBS was a thing.
Doesn't count.
No, TBS is a station.
Damn kids.
It's a station that they play all those old.
at least we
movies.
bothered to watch it. Like, unlike kids these days who would never touch Jaws.
Is that what that little box is? What do they call that?
Cable box?
That's a
Television?
TiVo.
Television?
Oh,
Is that what that is? We didn't
don't
have that when I was a boy. We
I'm
was
gonna
out
skip
baling
right over
hay.
World War One. and go
Oh,
right
I
to
think we discussed
1917.
that,
July
yeah, at
12th.
length.
Mustard gas is used for
1917 is World War One.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
hold
What the
on,
hell's
you
the matter
didn't go.
with
You
you?
didn't go far enough.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
We're gonna skip World War One and go straight to 1917.
We're gonna skip World War One and go straight to the middle of it.
We're gonna go. Yeah. Well, the first part of the war anyway.
Hey, why don't you stand back down?
Why don't you shut the fuck down? How about that
He's
one?
cursing again.
Because Armand, I told you.
You know, my niece listens to this show. She's only 26.
Well, why would she?
Is she single?
I don't know.
Right.
She's-
Not for me.
For who?
Why? Yeah. Who? No, he's not rich enough.
You don't do that.
Got to be a doctor.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
a
no, I know a
doctor.
You're not
doctor.
gonna marry a doctor.
Definitely no doctor.
Anybody?
her a
Any
look.
doctors out there? 30 to 35. Okay, go ahead.
No.
I'm just putting out a
Jesus Christ, the history of
little
fucking
public service announcement.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit there.
Should have cherry picked some of these. There's a billion of them.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Kiss and makeup kits.
Poisonous
They piss
gases
me
are
off
used
so
in
much,
World War
Dean.
II, Nazi concentration camps.
Oh yeah.
Civilians
Well,
died.
are we going to discuss that? The Zyklon
And-
B.
Might as well.
You know, I've actually IG Farben.
Right.
I think the Rockefellers had a piece of that, which means that they really.
They made money off all.
yeah,
the
they
Jewish
made
people
they made
being
a hell of a
killed.
lot of money off
What's new, man?
IG Farben.
They don't
And the guy
care.
that developed, I think, was that Schroeder guy, Gerhard Schroeder.
Sure.
He was Operation Paperclip. We can use this
We
guy.
take all them Germans, man.
We took him. Yep.
Do we
He
throw him
lived
on
a
that?
nice long time. Yep.
We should do a paperclip show one of these days, man. There is so much we do.
Have
with
we
the
done
site.
that?
No, we've never did an
Oh,
actual
shit.
operation.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
book on it too. It'd be
Oh, yeah.
decent to read.
The one by Isaacson. Yeah.
Hey, you see him when you seen it?
I read it.
From Tony. Did you
Yeah.
borrow from him?
Yeah.
good
He
same
lent it to me. I was stupid enough to give it back.
Tony read it to you at night.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
book. All right, little Armand, tuck yourself in.
time to go to bed.
Let's.
All right. Let's dock first.
Where
though.
were we? Page 114. Oh my God, let's talk first. All right, little Armand, pull it out.
God damn it!
How does that work?
Caught him mid-swallow.
I've wondered about that. Guys with big bellies and small dicks. How do they dock?
They just don't see him
I don't think it's
You gotta
possible.
go sideways or 69 position.
in front of a mirror.
I don't even want to contemplate it.
Yeah. Where are we trying to figure out the physics of fat guy docking? That's a show in its
The
own.
geometry. Of
That's a whole other
docking.
show. We'll come back to that one.
Have you ever had chemical poisoning?
Well, I got sprayed with that.
That was it.
Yeah. I don't know. I got inhaled some formaldehyde in the
You
lab,
did that on
cadaver
purpose.
lab.
Dipped on a cigarette.
Uh huh. Fucking Armand.
Have you
And he
ever
won't
tried that?
smoke pot with us. Yeah, it's called whack.
You ever actually tried formaldehyde?
Yeah, it's called whack.
That's what they call it. Well, what was
And
it
it
like?
gets you high. It can get me.
And what's it like?
It's kind of sickening.
For about 2 days.
Wow, really?
Really? That
Whack?
doesn't seem right. 2 days. of
Maybe I was
formaldehyde?
poisoned.
I think you're full of shit is the thing. I don't think you ever actually had a formaldehyde dip cigarette. I don't think it was really
You can look
formaldehyde.
in the.
Where'd you get it? Oh, so you got it from the guy who broke into the mortuary. Gotcha.
Yeah, but don't tell anybody.
Oh, who gives a fuck? It was over 7 years ago. Statute of limitations.
So I guess
Maybe.
technically, when you dip your bullets in garlic, like the mob does, is that chemical warfare too?
Yeah, that was
Doesn't
the
work,
first.
by the
that was
way.
the
it only
first
works
thing
on
that was.
vampires.
Who was it? The Godfather did that, right? The guy was it Luca Brasi?
Luca Brasi. Luca swims with the fishes.
Somebody dipped his. I know. Oh, I think Capone's guys did it in the St. Valentine's.
I think it
Day
actually
Massacre.
works.
No,
As you
it
said,
doesn't work. Just like you can't suck the poison out of a snake bite. and
Oh,
all
you
that.
can totally do that.
That's bullshit. You can dock it out, but you can't smoke it out.
What if
You
he
can't suck poison out of a bite?
No, that's ridiculous.
Your best bet would be like tourniquet it, maybe, but
Yeah. Even that.
yeah,
You
even
might
that
be in
is-
trouble.
Yeah, depends on what type of poison.
Yeah,
it is, 'cause
right.
now
A lot
you're
of times
concentrating it.
Yeah, and a lot of it though. Most of them. I don't think even rattlesnake bites are not.
None of them are like going to kill you every
Yeah,
time.
no.
Yeah, so
Except that one. What's that one in Australia that's really is it? Well, I know in India, crate is supposed to be a real poisonous snake. There's one in
the
Australia.
common brown, I think, is what you're talking about.
Common brown.
Yeah, I think is the
That'll
snake.
kill you though,
Yeah.
virtually every time, right?
And then they got that funnel web spider down there too. That's pretty bad too.
I don't know.
Hey, you know how it is. We talked about it 100
What's
times.
the worst? The stonefish, right?
They are very, very bad, but I think it's
Yeah.
the golden arrow frog is the worst.
Oh yeah, I've heard
The
of that.
deadliest
The
thing in the
Is that
world.
Australian too?
No,
No,
it's
it's
from
rainforest.
Brazil. Yeah.
Brazil. Okay.
So yeah, apparently there's enough poison on the back of one of those to kill fucking thousands and thousands of people. Just
Amazing. Yeah.
it takes like 0.000017 picograms.
Well, like the
or something like
botulinum toxin.
that. Yeah, exactly right. Just
technically,
takes almost none of it. Wouldn't that suck? Like you think you're gonna lick this frog and get all stoned like you do, and you lipped the wrong one.
You'll never know what hit you.
You'll be dead before you probably get
I don't.
tongue to
I
it.
Black
don't lick
mamba.
frogs.
Yeah.
You don't lick frogs?
I don't lick frogs.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not after the one time.
You were fucked for what, 2 days?
Not since the one time.
He thought he smoked a formaldehyde laced cigarette. Turned out he just licked the wrong frog.
I think
just really stoned.
I think a bushmaster, isn't that the only snake that'll attack without being provoked?
I don't know, man. I don't even
Say
know.
most
a
snakes will
bushmaster.
run away, unless they're cornered or whatever. Like rattlesnake won't attack
I
you.
fucking
unless-
hate snakes, to be honest with you. Not a big fan.
Really?
Do you like snakes?
I don't see too many, thank God.
Me either. I don't want to see any more of them.
I really thought much about it.
I don't like rats. I think
I'm
I'd rather
not-
have a snake than a
I don't
rat.
have like a fear of them, so to speak, but I don't want to be around snakes, so to speak.
Yeah, people
They're
have
too
them as-
fast for
I wouldn't
me.
want one as a pet. My buddy had one as a pet. That was fun when we fed it. It was a constrictor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
we
seen
throw a
that.
mouse in there and watch that.
Dude, we seen it like
squeeze the
me
shit
and Eric
out
one
of
time
it.
seen this lady. My dad knew it was eating a fucking whole rabbit. It was in the middle of it. Oh my god.
Was it a constrictor?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of fun.
Really?
Yeah, and then
I don't know what's fun about that.
Yeah, you get piranhas. My buddy had an aquarium full of piranhas. We throw.
You
little,
like seeing little things die?
Yeah. Throw kittens in there and stuff.
He's
That was
a
fun.
fucking psychopath.
Next school shooter here.
Well, when you don't have any firecrackers to tie to the cat's tail.
Did you ever
know?
actually hurt animals when you were a kid? Honestly?
No.
Okay, good. Thank God. I was worried for
I don't believe him.
I often,
gonna be
but
honest, I don't believe
But
him.
I wouldn't swear on the Quran about that.
Seriously. Did you ever like use a magnifying glass on
Dude,
ants?
I was a horrible kid. We used to grab kids'
comes.
Halloween bags and piss in them. That's how we had
You
fun.
pissed on people's Halloween
Son
candy?
of a
You're
bitch.
going
Yeah,
to
we
hell.
ran
Granite
on their
City.
Halloween
You know
candy.
he did that shit.
What are you
It's-
gonna do in Granite City?
It's
You
called
gotta-
Granite Shitty for a reason.
I know. We were all bums, man. We were horrible.
If you would have fucking pissed in my candy, I don't care who you were.
I'll fucking cut your
We
nuts
were
off.
bad. We were bad.
I'd have shoved my fake ninja sword right up your ass. I'll tell you that right now. You'd been walking home like a fucking reverse ninja.
We were driving around my buddy's truck and used to jump out and take their candy and piss in their bags. That was
Why not just keep the candy?
Because we're high school kids. We ain't candy. We're too mature for that.
Oh, you guys are assholes, man.
Right. Like, what the fuck are you even
That is-
doing if
you're-
you don't keep the candy?
That's like robbing a store and lighting the money on fire. You're not going to do it. You just stole the candy, which is the thing they had is worth anything.
We didn't steal it. We gave it back to them.
Okay, well, I'm going to rip you off. I'm going to steal your wallet,
Bad piss all
tear up
over
your
it.
money, and run away. That's the equivalent of what you've done.
You ran away, though,
You're a
from the kids?
16-year-old kid. What are you going to do for kids?
But hang on, you ran from the kids, though?
Couldn't get laid. I'll tell you that.
Well,
Not from the kids, huh?
No, not
he
from
tried.
not from anybody.
He sure tried.
Man, we were ugly kids too. Ugh.
You're an ugly adult. Makes
Yeah, I
no
was
sense.
going to say, yeah, what's different now, eh?
Well, I'm not as ugly as I was. I got a nose job.
Yeah, the older
Did
you get,
you?
the better you looked.
You got a nose job?
Yeah, can't you tell?
I don't know
Is
what
that
it looked like
perfect?
before.
Hold
Oh,
on.
big,
That
big
shit is
hump.
not straight. Your nose is...
Well, compared to what it was, I had a hyperbola on my
Have you ever
face.
got punched in the nose?
It
and you
looks
had your
like
nose
you
Oh,
broke
broken?
wrestling, yeah. I mean,
Broken.
yeah, they say the vomer was probably cracked, but I don't know. I
Dude,
think
can you see it? He's got a definite curve in his
well, I
nose.
still the guy told me don't wrestle anymore. He probably
Turn
fucked
straight.
it up wrestling.
Turn straight.
No,
No,
this
no,
is
not-
this looks.
God damn it! The
Not
way
profile.
to me.
Watch it on watch the Millionaire Show. You can see how it's curved.
Since then, huh?
Put your head down a little bit.
Knock it off.
Come
Well,
on,
I
I'm
don't-
trying
I
to
gotta
see it,
show you my
Armand.
nose.
Jesus Christ, this guy's so self-conscious.
My dick's straight. You want to see
I'm
that?
not trying to fuck you,
Mr.
Armand. I want to
Docking?
see if your nose is
We can't
crooked.
have that on YouTube, but yeah, kind of.
All right. Well, we'll dock after the show.
I'm not doc. I never say anything about docking. What is it with docking?
Yeah, that's right. Me and
This is-
Ken Shamrock.
Kid sham doc.
Don't cheapen my show.
Dr.
Oh my
Doctopus.
God. All right. Well, I had galvanized poisoning one time. I was welding some galvanized steel, and I got poisoned. It was
Actually,
like,
the rhinoplasty didn't hurt at all. I didn't have any pain at all.
Yeah.
So local?
Yeah.
They
No,
fucking-
no, I was twilight sleep, and then they gave me the local. I was awake. Yeah. No,
So-
I was fine.
You had galvanized
No pain.
poisoning. What was the symptoms of that? So you get that from like zinc oxide, whenever you
I
know.
welded galvanized metal.
So stainless steel has zinc oxide over the outside of it. So you welded it, heated in the air, and you got in. That's what they say when I was warned when I was in high school. they
Galvanized
told
has
kids-
this little cottony
pain.
shit that comes off in the air.
That's the zinc.
It's weird as fuck.
So we were told in high school, we tell you not to make pinch hitters, but do not try to make one out of galvanized steel.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, well, that's a public service announcement.
There you go.
Well, you get like I got sick for like 2 days straight, and I was fucking shaking and just fucking sweating, and it was bad. Felt like it was terrible.
It's called a respirator. You should wear one.
I do, yeah.
So, like, you've been welding lately. Do you have a respirator?
No, because I'm welding just regular old pot metal
Yeah, you
steel.
should still probably have something. You know, face mask, fumes and shit off that. ain't
The
good.
welding fumes are definitely
be a
cancerous
man.
and hazardous.
Then why don't you wear a?
Don't wear anything.
Well, because we have ventilation. It's called a garage
and
door.
don't wear any goggles
garage door,
either.
good enough.
Don't cover your eyes either. Be a man.
No, but I got fucking flash burned like 3 times while I was doing that welding recently, and I
Your
was
face
like,
down there in that
that's
flame.
definitely why my eyes are bad.
Well, it definitely didn't help the situation.
Because it could be the smallest flash, whereas before it could just be like, oh yeah, hey, no big deal. The smallest flash, I couldn't see anything, and this whole right here was gone for 3 minutes. I bet every time.
Oh.
Well, let's hurry up and get done with this crake, as it's known.
Well, what else have we got? I mean, I think we're pretty much. What do you guys
Still
want?
going through
Is there any reason to? The question I have: why outlaw chemical weapons anyway? What's the difference? I mean, you're going to use these laws.
How is that worse than having
Yeah,
a piece
right.
of lead shred through your flesh?
Or a hand grenade just blow you to bits? I don't get it. What's the difference? You
It's
know?
a weapon of mass destruction, whereas
what does that
where a
mean?
hand grenade might kill up to 12 men, a can of chlorine gas around the battlefield could kill hundreds. It's cheating, is what they're saying.
It's cheating.
It's the easy button. You're not allowed to hit the easy button in war.
Okay, how about dum-dum bullets?
What are dum-dum bullets?
Those are those hollow points.
That mushroom out.
Yeah, they're banned too. What's the?
You shouldn't. I mean, there's some shotgun shells out there that should be fucking banned though.
Why?
Because there's it fucking shreds.
Well, isn't the point of war?
Yeah, you're
This
trying to kill
big.
somebody. That's my point.
no, I
What's the
mean-
difference?
Well, I'm saying if they're banning shit, let's ban that.
Well, that's what I'm
So-
saying.
I don't
think
wanna
it's
ban
stupid to
anything.
Ban,
The point-
ban the fucking royal family.
The point is we don't
ban
the
war.
dum-dum boy.
The point is it's a horrible way to die, right? It's a horrible way to die. We recognize
That's a
that.
good way.
Just stay with me here.
All right.
Choking to death on chlorine gas is worse, they're going to say, than getting your leg blowed off and bleeding out. So what they're saying is there's an understanding on both sides that we both agree that it's that bad. Let's just stick to guns. If we're going to kill each other, let's not do that. Let's have an agreement. No chlorine gas.
Well, but I think that's not the reason. In
It's a
World
gentleman's
War II,
war.
like I said, in World War II, they didn't use them because half the time the wind would shift or whatever, and they'd kill them. That's really it's more practical.
So
than-
I wonder
I
because
really don't- I
Be
think I'd
good for
rather have,
sappers.
but you might survive a gas attack. Artillery barrage. I think I'd rather have the gas. These shells are blowing the shit out of everything.
wonder if people
might have a
plan-
chance of surviving.
plan their battle strategies based on what's banned in war. You know what I mean? Or even a defense strategy. It's like I know they're not going to come in with sarin gas, so we can,
I doubt they start with I know what they're not going to do.
You think so?
I doubt that.
Right.
I think you're going to start with what they're probably going to
The
do.
probability probably
I think the
plays a big
Japanese
point in
used
that.
it though.
They're probably not going to come in here with chopsticks and stab us in the eyes. So let's get that one out of the way. What
Burning
else
all
they-
the wood would not be a good idea.
Yeah, they're probably not going to come in here and turn all of
No,
our
but I'm saying, like-
water poison.
Well, you're making it like a joke, but I'm saying I don't think that because it's banned in warfare, they probably don't plan for a lot of chemical attacks like that. You know what I mean?
Probably, but they have that
So
contingency.
as-
That's why they have the fucking respirators, in your kits. Of like what you have the ability to protect yourself from that. Standard, soldiers do.
Right on. How do you know that?
I used to be in the military.
Well, sometimes those gas masks,
Not
were,
really.
like the initial gas masks they used, were messed up too. And then some of these guys had beards. Well, probably a lot of them. Who's going to shave in a trench? And it absorbs through the trench. I believe the mustard gas does. It goes right through your hair. It goes, so and then the eye covers fogged up, and they take them off to because they couldn't see anything, and then they got the inhale. So
The mustard gas,
a
you're
lot of it.
fucked. That's the thing with that mustard gas, dude. If you have any exposed skin,
yeah, it was the
you're
worst.
screwed,
It's a vesicant though. But it's only killed like 5% mustard gas. It didn't kill it. It blinded a lot of people.
I'd rather think I'd be dead than.
What, blind?
Man, fuck, it ain't
I
that
think I'd rather
bad.
be alive.
Yeah, you're right. You got me there.
I can do it. I do it every day.
To me, it's probably better even though because you're incapacitating somebody. They're not going to come back and fight you, but you didn't kill them. So I think I'd take the gas. Rather than get shot in the chest or something, then you're dead. Or get my leg amputated, both legs.
So wait, you're saying you'd rather be gassed than
Absolutely. Then
what if
blown
the
to
gas was
shit.
going to kill you too?
I just said the gas it's mustard gas is like 5 to 10% fatalities. It didn't kill everybody.
Okay,
it made
so
you miserable.
you're dying no matter
Blinded you.
what. You're dying no matter what. Would you rather be gassed to death or shot to death?
I'd rather be shot to death.
Shot to
but
death?
you might survive the gas. That's what I'm talking about.
But they're going to do it until you're dead. So which one do you
Oh
want?
no, I'd rather be shot.
Hold
than
on.
be the end of
You
it.
might survive the shot. Okay.
Not with anybody that can shoot.
Back in the World War I, you're probably going to get infected and get killed.
So
although a lot of in fact, the gas per se didn't kill a lot. When those vesicants, those blisters, that's what happened. The blisters didn't kill you. They got infected. That's how people died.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right. Well, let's.
Anyway, it's just stupid to ban anything. War. That's the whole point of war. You're trying to kill the other guy. What's the difference?
No, I'm with you. You're right.
Right.
The point of war is to kill, but
Right.
a gentleman's war. You know what I mean? Let's
Is
not.
such a thing possible?
It's like
You're
dirty
trying to
pool.
kill the other
You know what I mean?
guy.
Don't play dirty pool. There's certain rules. I promise not to do this. If you promise not to do
Well,
this.
we also don't.
It's like eye gouging. You don't eye gouge.
I mean, you could.
What is this MMA? You're not in the octagon. You're
That's
in a
basically
trench.
what they're saying.
fucking
is
tell-
that-
Yeah, well,
Well,
if you're fighting for your life, you're going to use everything
Exactly.
you can.
I'll cut your nuts
yeah,
off.
right.
I don't
Oh, there's a
give a
rule
fuck.
about that. Bullshit.
I'm
It's
not.
you
Yeah,
or
there-
him. You're gonna
there's
kill
no
him.
gay when the guy's trying to stab you, and
No
you just
kidding.
grab his dick and rip that right off.
See, the question is when they surrender, but a lot of
completely
times,
straight.
like the Japanese would surrender and then they pull a grenade and blow everybody up.
Yep.
So you can't even have that. That happened in Vietnam too. So that's the problem with these battlefield quote rules of engagement.
Did we ever talk on the show about the last episode of MASH? Every time I think about Vietnam,
What the hell's
or
that got
Korea,
to do with anything?
I don't know. I just always think about the last episode where was it Hawkeye was talking about he was down in that little hole with that lady and her chicken, that farmer and the
No, it was
chicken.
in a bus. Remember, they were in the bus.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. It was a kid. She's trying to shut the kid up.
And she strangled the kid.
Yeah.
So bad. Bothers me every time. I don't know why I think about that a lot, but
Well,
watched-
that's war, brother.
I watched a lot of videos today of the usage of chemical attacks on people, and they showed a lot of kids all fucked up, like in Syria. It's hard to watch. Seeing these lifeless kids, they're trying to put them up on the table and work them back to life, but they're just already dead.
Well, this goes to show you how
War
messed
is hell.
up mankind is.
Yeah.
I think.
War is hell.
How about? Well, we're talking about Zyklon B. How about these guys that found Dachau? Even Patton was throwing up when he saw. I guess it was Dachau or Bergen-Belsen, whatever the hell he was. Birkenau.
Any of them, really.
Yeah, Auschwitz. I mean, that was putting them in a room. Yeah, you're taking a shower, and they could hear it, and they turned it off when they stopped screaming.
Can you imagine being like
fighting for their lives? Because I guess the gas, the only place there was any quote air was at the top. Because
so they would climb on top of each other?
They're climbing on there, scratching the hell out of each other and trying to get to the air at the top of the room.
Just to get that extra couple 5 seconds of life?
Yeah, it didn't
Because it's
help.
happening. You're dead. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Nobody survived.
Even if you live through the gas by some miracle, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
They're trying not to waste bullets here. But
Well, we really could. We'll be back for another hour, Nathan.
you imagine being
Whitman.
the people
Whitman.
in the shower next, and like you're hearing all the screams and shit. Oh yeah, everything's gonna be fine. Let's go.
Well,
in the
I think
shower.
they kept them away. Yeah, they weren't that stupid.
What if you were one of the German soldiers? Like, not even if you were completely on board with the plan, you would still have to. I would think most people would be like, "Oh my fucking god!" at the horror of the sound coming out of that room.
I think they were, the people that really. I've read some accounts of the Jewish people they used for slave labor that had to take the bodies out. How'd you like to be one of them? But it's like, you can't blame them. That's the only way they lived.
Can't blame them. That's true.
Yeah, what are you going to do? They're going to kill you. But if you don't do it, they're going to kill you.
Well, it's like the same time whenever you had the house slaves or the trustees in prison. You know what I mean? You're considered pretty much a traitor whenever you start working for the opposite side. So I wondered if the Jewish people who would hate those Jews that had the extra privileges just for removing the bodies.
That's weird. Well, the thing was, they would see these people coming, and they knew what was going to happen, but they couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And you're not going to save their life anyway.
Pretty much in life in general, it's pretty much you do everything you can to keep yourself from getting fucked.
That's
A
the
fucking
first
dog
rule.
does
That's
that.
the first rule of survival, right?
Survive as long as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, guys, let's finish it up for this part 2 of the series we're doing here.
So, in essence, we are against chemical warfare.
We're against all war.
Speak for your fucking self.
Oh, shut up. He's against
No,
it.
yeah, I'm totally against it.
Well, we're against war
I'm
per
against
se,
war
but
per
I just think
se.
it's stupid, though,
It
to
has
say,
to
well, we're
happen.
going to ban this weapon because it's a weapon of mass destruction. That's just dumb.
Look, we can be against war all
The
we want, but we
flamethrower's
all have
banned.
to admit sometimes it's a necessity.
Hold on, the flamethrower's banned. How do you feel about that?
Is it?
Yeah, the flamethrower's illegal.
I didn't know that. Since when? We use that Iwo
Pretty sure
Jima everywhere.
I'm pretty sure the flamethrower's banned.
Well, that must have been after World War II because we use that all the time. Didn't you have those army men? Remember that's my favorite
Oh,
army man.
yeah, that's
The guy with
right.
The flamethrower.
We did have those. Fuck you
Yeah.
talking about? You know we had that.
I know we had them, but
To shoot with my BB gun.
Come on.
I always liked him. Yeah.
9.
well, they don't use them today in modern warfare because of the risk of them. But
Einsatzgruppen, yeah.
Hey, strap these 2 fucking bottles of this big ass flammable material on your fucking back and then hold a light out in front of you and just shoot that shit.
oh, they are not banned. Okay, never mind.
I never heard that
I'm
one.
full of shit.
Yeah,
That happens a lot, but I'm willing to admit.
See,
it whenever
Ocho
I am.
Man would have called you a liar. I can't trust anything you say.
Well, you know the Ocho Man. He's a good friend of mine, but he's.
Oh, I'm used to it. Half the idea is half the shit he calls me on, I don't even bother checking it.
He checks me
He
out.
checks
believe
me too,
Well,
but I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Anyway.
He's a character, that's for sure. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. We'll see you guys here in the after show here in about 10 minutes for those of you on YouTube, your podcast listeners. Still, half of you aren't downloading this. I'm coming to your houses specifically and whooping some ass if you don't. start
Downloading what?
The
The
after show.
second show. Yeah.
Second show, the after show, the wrap up show, the part after this.
The after.
The other one that shows up in your feed that isn't this.
It's got the same fucking name.
Except after show right at the end of it.
Yeah.
Pick it up. All right, other than that, check us out at surrealtalkpodcast.com. I think I checked as of today, you are 1 ahead in the poll.
That's right.
Double check that because that's pretty important to me. Armand is still not on the poll for whatever reason. It's 580 to 580, so we're tied again.
Really, wait till I vote and it'll be 581.
I'll give somebody, give me some money. I'll give you my votes.
I don't want your
Give
vote.
me some money. I like this
We can't
guy.
hear you. You're not on a microphone.
I like this guy.
He's taking off. He's not. He doesn't finish. See, this is why you can't do a show.
This, Armand, there's an end of a show. We got to do the outro and shit. Like, hey, check us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups, Surreal Talk Show. You can hit us on Twitter at Surreal Talk Show. You can find us on what other we got?
We got
YouTube.
Discord, surrealtalkpodcast.com/Discord. That'll forward you over to our Discord
You
invite.
do that with all of our shit, surrealtalkpodcast.com /
whatever, yeah.
Can you do, so what do we got? We got
YouTube.
live. We got,
YouTube, Twitter, I believe we have.
what do you have to type in after the surrealtalkpodcast.com / to get Twitter?
I think Twitter.
Just Twitter?
It may not be set up. I'll double check. That one I don't specifically.
That's not a bad idea, though. Have everything like fully encompassed in surrealtalkpodcast.com /
we
and then
can do
just
that.
fucking everything. It could be store,
That's set up.
live. That's set up. Oh, hey, so you guys want a Team Eric hoodie or T-shirt in this cold weather here if you're in the Midwest? You go to surrealtalkpodcast.com / store and pick up your official
We still haven't
merch.
found the supplier for the cock rings people are asking
The
for.
cock rings?
We couldn't fit our logo on the ones before, so we're trying to find a better supplier. Any which way.
Smaller
Patreon's
logo.
a thing.
Patreon is a thing, but smaller
So,
logo.
Patreon.com/surrealtalk. We've heard us talk about it before. It's a voluntary subscription service. If you'd like to help us out, give us a little something for our bullshit time.
Hey, YouTube takes all the money in the super chat. You could go there instead.
Thank every one of our Patreons that we have.
Every one of you guys. We're going to do a show for you. We're going to do something
We
for
said we
you.
were going to do that back in November.
November. You're a piece of shit. You know that?
That wasn't my fault. It's
I
your
don't
fault.
know. I'm busy, man.
Sorry, Rennie. This is
Yeah,
Rennie.
a little awkward.
I want to give Rennie some special recognition right now. He's been our #1 supporter since we started that. The crazy bastard gives us $20 a month and has
and
since the
has
beginning
for
of time.
years.
So
He's given us hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So we appreciate
we
you,
love you,
Rennie.
buddy.
Thank you.
That's not why. You're always first.
If you're ever in St. Louis, I'll go on a date with you.
He's from Boston, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think so. I want to say Boston.
He works for a company that does catering for movies, and that's fucking awesome. He does pictures with like people and shit. Anyway, let's go. Thank you all for listening. This has been Surreal Talk.
Yeah, with Eric and Everett. See, I flipped to the front just like you did too.
Ha.
But I'm ting. See you guys on the next episode. See ya.
Later.
All right, record's done.
What with Armand?
What about Armand? What's the chat saying today? I haven't really checked it out. Nathan Taylor, cheap to make, no money in there. You get my units, so you guys rely. See, the whole, you got to click the bell or some shit. There's some sort of thing with YouTube notifications.
Look, I'll show you right now, Everett, what you have to do.
Eric's going to show you. So he's
I'm
actually
gonna
not
show
going
you.
to show you guys. He's
I'm
going to
gonna
show me.
you. So let's go to home. And once you're at home, you take your shoes off, right? No, you go to, let's pick a video. It's got data on the front of it. So
I don't know
I
what
ain't
you're
been
talking
watching
about.
Star Trek or nothing, but. So, hey, what are you going to do here? Oh, look, there's Screen Crush. Subscribe. Wait,
Hit
after
subscribe
you hit
button.
subscribe,
Right?
get on there, motherfucker. Bow.
There's a little bell.
The
next
bell
to it.
appears, and you hit the bell. I'm not going to hit that because I'm actually unsubscribing from this channel. Yes, sir. Fuck you.
So hit the little bell, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't hit the up button on this one, hit the up button on this one. We'll see you guys here in about 10 minutes or so.
It's called Like It. Some people's fucking kids. The magician's